Hello there.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in for some Rogue Trader tonight. I do not know why the bot doesn't pick up the first that comes through. It's running before the stream starts, so I don't know why that happened, but congratulations to Tachyon for getting the first, but we didn't find out until after Craig put in their first. Weird. Hey to Craig, hey to Tachyon, good to see you both. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here for the start of the stream. That's very cool of you. We're playing some Rogue Trader tonight, and I hope you're as excited as I am, because I think we're about to meet a new party member. Oh, so ice cream is amazing. I had some ice cream. I had a creme brulee ice cream earlier tonight. How Rogue Trader is one hell of a story, or rather many stories. Yes, I'm discovering that, Kelly Mallory, as I'm going through it. We are definitely encountering a lot of story, which is fine. I'm having a really good time. But I know that I'm in this for the long run. But that's okay. We played some of the long games on this channel. And really, I just want to play Rogue Trader, so that's why I'm streaming it. Alright, so last time we got absolutely clowned when we arrived on the Governor's estate, after we tried to jump for the Imperium, and it has resulted in Argenta having a crippled arm, which means her weapon skill and ballistic skill are reduced by 20. It means Cassia has a crippled leg, which reduces her agility, and her movement points reduced by half. She has broken ribs, which reduces her strength and toughness by 20, and her action points by 1. Jay has head trauma, which is minus 15 intelligence, perception, willpower, and fellowship, and a crippled leg. So I don't really want us to get into any more fights until we've done this. I'm just very quickly need to fix chat, because it's in the wrong place, because it's in the Terra Invicta place. Chat needs to go over here. I'm going to make chat a little bit bigger tonight. There you go. You're a little bit bigger on the screen. How does that feel? Hey, Hildebrand. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so last time we were doing an event. There's a guy trapped in this building. You can have the chance abilities to their head before. You could make that argument. Hey, Wooden Plank. So I'm trying to decide. My worry at the moment is, if we go back to the ship to heal everybody, things might move on down here before we're ready for them. So I kind of want to do a couple of things down here before we go back to the ship. First of all, what's going on over here? Okay, they're just talking about the plants. Then there's this guy in this building that we're going to kill, but I wanted to question. Wounded Rebel. When you approach a solid-looking door, a high voyish voice shouts out, "Bits off! You won't take me alive! Better to put a bullet in my brain than let the Governor's dogs get their hands on me." Is that a boyish, high-pitched voice enough? All of my chances here are very low. We'll take the 75% awareness test. Awareness test succeeded. The door looks solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on the hinges, a sure sign the material is degraded. The lock doesn't look new either. With a suitable tool, it could easily be opened. Okay, we'll use tech use to open the door then. Hey, Tachyon. Sounds like you've got a stuffy nose. I'm not feeling great. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit tired. It's been a really long... This last drag at work has been long. I'm probably not going to be doing a full 3-hour stream tonight, but I'll keep going for as long as I can. But Mr. Sniper, yes, that's who we've been talking about. I'm going to pick the lock. Oh wait, is this them? No, this is a Wounded Rebel. This can't be the suspicious, not mutant sniper. It takes you half a minute to figure out their Kate makes them. With a soft click, the door opens, allowing you to enter. It's a kid. It is actually a kid. Wounded Rebel. Almost no delay for commands. That's good. Okay, sorry, so just a picture of a chat. Inside is pretty lit, but you spot a person standing in the far corner. He is desperately gripping a discharged las gun in his hands. At the sight of you, his eyes widen in recognition. and fear. It can't be. The rogue traitor. The young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees and stretches out his bloody hands towards you. His clothes are burned on one side and grimy with baked-in blood. Your ladyship, have mercy. You are the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Right, she's Arabic. Yalla. This is one of the elusive... I can't do her voice right now. Cunning rebels, the rebels government's been fighting for months. Really? Youth is a time of recklessness. I heard that said more than once in the Schola Progenium and during my novitiate. But youth is also a time of directness. Let us listen to this young man before we judge him. That's very interesting that she is saying that, considering if this guy's rebelling against the governor, I think she would just decide that he's a heretic no matter what. Adira looks at her gentle and confused, as if she didn't expect such gentleness from her. See? I'm with you, Adira. I agree with the sister here. People don't become rebels. Hey, Dej, how's it going? I've literally just started. People don't become rebels because everything in their lives is rosy.
Andrew sent a super chat saying
this is gonna work.
Super chat.
Damn it didn't work. Kashmir got resubscribed with tier 1. Damn, still late to class. Thank you for the resub. 14 months resub. Damn. I still haven't got my super chat thing working properly. I think it's working on YouTube, but only on YouTube. I think the TTS, if you do the TTS message thing in Twitch, I think that's working as well. But for whatever is in the resub, messages are not working. I just tried to fix it before the stream. I thought I'd fix it. Didn't work. Something is wrong on Yanis. I can feel it. Maybe he can set some light on what is going on. Save you from what? From Governor Vyatt. Everybody here knows what she's doing to us. We're definitely thinking that Vyatt might be a Slanesh worshipper. That's the feeling that we're getting so far. We've put up with it for a long time, hoping that somebody would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. Argenta seems to have a better notice of the situation than most of your party. Yeah, she seems to maybe she does like to go for she does.
Test.
Yeah, see that worked. It does seem to be that she's like one for the little guy a little bit. She turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like groks from the settlements, supposedly to go to the palace, and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields and the people lose their minds. Hallucinogenics, mind-altering substances. I mean, that could be Zinch, that could be Slanesh. It could also be Nurgle. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits, and while we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. I was taught that... Oh, hi, I just took my glasses off and tried to read. I need to give them a quick wipe. Sorry, I need to wipe my glasses. Oh yeah, there you go. Reveal about Frost glasses. I was taught that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth, and weakness of spirit, but this young man... Vermilion thorns pierce every centimetre of his body, and grey shackles bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies to his words, only terror and desperation without end. You're telling me that people are seeing evil spirits? Yes! Others are going feral and attacking their loved ones, and then there's... People say that in some settlements, well, they've stopped upholding the law altogether. Imperial law and the law of basic human decency. People are turning into animals. Hey, Bin Laden, how's it going? Welcome back, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. So... This does lean very heavily to me to this being Slanesh worship, but it might be something I might be completely wrong. It might be nothing to do with Slanesh. However, the fact that there is a pale mutant involved also pushes it further to me for being Slanesh, because pale mutants don't like Slanesh. They really do not like Slanesh, considering they created that particular Chaos God. Who is behind the rebels? Your ladyship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. Persuasion 100. There will be no end to the war on this planet until I get a handle on the situation, but to do that I need to meet with your leader. Persuasion just succeeded. The boy hesitates for a few seconds, and then his head drops limply. Do you want me to write at people for tardiness? Hey, Winter Wolf, good to see you. How are you doing? Hope things are good for you over there in New Zealand. As long as you keep your word. I've never been in their camp. None of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came a few times, bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine, and he said that the governor's dogs will pay for the reprisals in the settlements. But that's not where they're hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folk. We have it all worked out so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's Vox. I thought, after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. The boy retrieves a Vox from his pocket and holds it out to you in a shaking hand. That's everything I know, your ladyship. Alright. Chat, those of you that are here, we've got a vote. Option 1, get up and come with me. I give you my word as a rogue traitor, you will live. Or the iconoclastic option, give the rebel an easy death. The people waiting outside will put you through a far worse torment than I will. Goodbye. Or the dogmatic one, execute the rebel. I'm done listening to you. What do you want to do? Option, so exclamation mark V1 for option 1, exclamation mark V2 for 2, and exclamation mark V3 for 3. Just a really quick vote while I have a drink of water. It's not going to run for very long. Hey, Jacob Bronski, how's it going? You two fellow loyalists. Quick vote while I have a drink of water. So, exclamation mark V1 for option 1, exclamation mark V2 for option 2, exclamation mark vote 3 for option 3. Got a bit letting here, dogmatic straight in. We've got a lot of people going for V1 though. Bin letting, no space. So if you want to put your vote in, make sure you don't have a space after the exclamation mark. It hasn't registered your vote yet. Although there you go, you got it. It looks like we're going to be an overwhelming vote 1 for Get Up and Come With Me, You Will Live, which I don't think is going to work out for this guy. I've got a feeling he's going to get shot the second we walk out of here. But we can try, and that's what you want to go for. 30 seconds left on the vote. It's going to be a really quick one. I don't want this to take too long. But I do like you being the voices that my Rogue Trader listens to. Which makes her swing wildly from dogmatic to iconoclastic, which is hilarious. I think I'm just going to go ahead. It's pretty obvious. There's not going to be like 5 votes for option 3 in a second. So let's Get Up and Come With Me. I give you my word as a Rogue Trader. You will live. The rebel looks at you in bewilderment, then bows low before you. When he speaks, his voice trembles. Your ladyship, thank you. Thank you for your kindness. I never thought I'd survive this. Long live Rogue Trader. Oh, security officer. Okay. The officer of the wardens casts a disdainful look over the rebel before turning his gaze on you. Your ladyship, I honor your bravery. Please, allow me to rid this rat of you. Because you went for the iconoclastic option in that, well, like the safety vote, I was going to pick the option here again. This man is under my protection. Suitor is held safely custom to decided by a fair trial. Escort this man to safety to the perimeter of the estate. He is free to go. This man will serve Yanis yet. Consult your, turn him into a servitor. I'm just gonna say. I told him. I gave him my word he would be free. So I'm gonna just pick the iconoclastic option here and let him go. With the deepest respect, your ladyship, it'll be done. Okay, we let the guy go. Thank you, your ladyship. Without your patronage, I would already be dead. Hopefully that will pay off later. I don't know if it will, but we got the Vox, and that's the most important thing. And we all leveled up. Great. Okay, so now we have to spend 10 minutes leveling up. So let me just get my level up notes open. I need this here. Chat is 100% a Lord of Change. Yes, chat very much is. I'm going to leave chat on screen this time while I do this, because normally I can't see what you're saying, and I do actually want your input in what I pick if I'm humming and hawing over a choice. So first of all, we're pretty easy to level up, because we're just making ourselves as good as possible in the old Shout Boss department. So we've just hit level 3, which gets us a talent. Let me just find the... so we've hit Overseer. Level 3. This, apparently, emergency stimulation is very good. How many servitizations can you perform? I wonder if there's a 100, like a speed run for all of the servitizations. Once per combat, the Servo Skull Swarm can save an ally. If that ally suffers lethal damage in a 4-star radius around the Servo Skull Swarm, that ally regains Servo Skull Swarm Fellowship bonus over 3% of their maximum wounds and remains in combat. Then the Servo Skull Swarm suffers 100 minus the Overseer's Medicaid shock damage. Okay, so this is just a free... basically a free life for somebody. We're going to pick that for this. Then we're going to go for Abel's. And he's leveling up an Arch Militant. There's a thing, yeah, always ready. The Arch Militant begins combat with 2 stacks of versatility. This plays into how Wildfire works. So I'm just going to grab that because that means we can get some double attacks going very, very quickly. Next up, good old Argenta. Argenta, the Righteous Fury. I think I want to grab Always Ready on her as well, because again, I want to start building up those free attacks. Next up, we've got Cassia. We're trying to build Cassia into a long-range explodey death monster. So, I don't want these notes. Let's move over. Where's my scroll bar? There it is. I couldn't find my scroll bar. I want Reliance here. Oh, Reliance is locked under Linchpin, so I need to grab a Linchpin. Where is Linchpin? Because Reliance is using Linchpin. Okay, so I need Linchpin. Do I have access to Linchpin? It should be up here, right? Did I just not see it? Against Bricks of Death, Hidden Advantage, Joint Offensive, Nerves of Steel, Reliance, Suppressive Fire, Ally Coordination, Confronting Conformity, Cost Effective, Dawn of Victory, Heroic Inspiration, In the Hero's Footstep, Logistical Superiority, Perfect Finish, Involvement, Prime Jet and Salvation, Stacking, Stand Strong. These are in alphabetical order. There's no Linchpin here. Did I maybe pick the wrong thing before, so I couldn't get Linchpin? Not right now, I can't get Linchpin. I maybe picked up the wrong thing on her previous level up because she's got a sign objective. Yeah, I should have picked up Linchpin. I should have picked this up here. Hey, Slimy Typhoon, thank you very much for letting me know. I really, really appreciate the likes very, very much. She should have had Linchpin. Oh no, I've got Linchpin. That's why I've not been using it, because I'm using Linchpin. I picked a sign objective as an alternative to Linchpin. So we want something else to pick here then. Master Action against combat, the number of stacks of tactical advantage equals the number of enemies. Master Action does 12% more damage to targets with less than 50% wounds and heals 20% wounds, okay. Master Action 1 stack of 2 for every hit they score. That could be quite good with her. When our allies gain momentum, they gain +1 more. All enemies hit by the Master Tactician have plus 10% higher chance of hitting cover when shooting the Master Tactician covers. That's quite good as well, suppressive fire, because I can use her area effect abilities to suppress people. All allies have plus 25% dodge against attacks made by allies. All allies have plus 25 attacks against attacks made by allies. Deal 25% less damage to allies. No, okay, so that's just if you're like throwing grenades into combat and stuff. Whenever an ally grants the Master Tactician stacks of tactical advantage, they also heal 1 wound for every stack granted. That doesn't get rid of these, though, does it? These are permanent wounds. Grenades and medkits cost -1 action point to use. Every critical hit scored increases the momentum. Ally uses a heroic attack. The Master Tactician gives +5 fellowship. What's personal involvement? Every enemy killed by Master Tactician increases the Master Tactician's resolve by +1 to the combat. I think I'm just going to grab this. Hey, Miss Saps, how's it going? Good to see you. We're just leveling up at the moment. All right. Next up, we've got our Blade Dancer. What do we want to grab for her? Good old Kibala. Just going through my list. Kibala. Anatomy Expert will help her. The maximum of wounds for the Executioner depends on their Medicae instead of their toughness. Her Medicae is also very, very high. Well, so once you finish this series or game, have you ever thought of playing Battlefield Gothic Armada 2? I've actually got Battlefield Gothic Armada 2, and I've played through most of the early game, but I've never really gotten into it. Yeah, that's true. I'll only be here for 45 minutes. Okay, Miss Saps, that's all good. Thank you for tuning in. It's really nice to see you. I hope things are going okay. I hope you're all right. I want Jay next. Jay. I want Jay. I'm trying to build Jay into a gunslinger, where she's like dueling pistols and stuff. That's my plan for her anyway. So for this, I want to grab... So I don't think I bothered... I did grab Linchpin for her last time. So I will grab Reliance this time, which gets her... Using Linchpin now spends only quarter of the tactical advantage stacks instead of a half. That's why I didn't get it on casting. Because unfortunately, we have 3... Well, we've got 2 Master Tacticians in the party right now, which is a problem. It's really bad for our build diversity. But we're doing the best we can. Okay, so we've rescued that kid. Everyone is still injured, and I would like to get us back to the ship in order... Oh, what was that? You. The tech use roll, 47%. Let's just bomb it open. This is why...
I failed. The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, what have we got? Disinfection device. This device gives a wielder plus 15 bonus to carouse, and we've got 2 multi-keys. Okay. This is why not having Pascal in the party sucks. Because he just does all that stuff for us. Okay, I'm going to just quickly nip the party back to the ship. I feel like that is very prudent right now. We'll just have a quick healing up. Hopefully it doesn't move the plot on or anything while we do that. But we just took so much damage in that first fight, it's just not worth continuing with everybody so badly injured. It's really bad right now. Okay, and then I just want to go... Is that everybody healed? If I just click back on Yanis... Oh, there's something we can search. Oh, crap. Report on the operation to ruthlessly eradicate the... I didn't actually want to do this. Can I back out of this? I can't. Okay, we're in trouble. I didn't actually mean to do what we're about to do. Alright. Reporting the operation to ruthlessly eradicate the underground traders by the Imperium and the Agro Yanis. By his grace leadership and general command of the operation was taken by Rogue Trader Forzian of the glorious House of Von Valencia. So awareness has failed. The faithful service of the esteemed Governor Vyatt assured the captain of their complete unquestioned devotion and ready to serve her to the best of her ability. I did not mean to do this. Is there no way I can back out? I did not want to start this. I wanted to continue exploring. I might just quickly did I get an autosave? Yes, okay, I want to reload this. I do not want to do that yet. I want to finish exploring because I want to find more evidence. Please, you just messed up the entire plot. Please reload your autosave. I had a feeling I might have really messed up. Okay, let's not click on that thing. So I need to go to the void chip. Welcome to Rogue Trader loading screens, the game. If I can find a way to break a game by accident, that is what I will do. Okay, everybody's now healed. Thank you, Win Blank. That did not feel right. Okay, we're back. And everybody's healed. Perfect. Let's continue on with exploring the estate. Because we need to find the Pale Xenos. Okay, I've got some stuff here. I want to loot stuff as well. There's some bodies here. The deceased arms and face are covered in small boils that ooze cloudy pus even after death. Now that says Nurgle to me. Dried berries. Why are these important? I don't know, but we're going to pick them up. State Wardens over here. This is where they came in. What's up here? That just leads me over to this area. And there's a door here. I don't think I've explored over here yet. Steal the berries from the dead Nurglites. Look, I'd be fine. I'm made of starter stuff. Have we talked to this guy? The astute man wearing the cloak of an Adeptus Administratum of the Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on a data slate. He is quietly wearing mechanical arms fill a long scroll with writing. Upon noticing you, the man stretches his thin lips into a smile and deferentially bows. And that light into the eyes of his servo skull hovering over his right shoulder gently pulsates. Being here is technically optional, but you lose so much knowledge even compared to immediately murdering her. Your ladyship, what an honor is to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself. Attilius Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agricolte. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. Why tasty shapes of Nurglite? What do you think of Vistenza Vyatt? The governor is a superb leader. She possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I did not pry into her personal affairs, but if I may speak plainly, a lady who fills out paperwork such finesse cannot be a bad person in my view. I'm not going to give away that guy that died. What do you have to say about her helper? To be honest, ladyship, I find her presence most distressing. Of course, I would never gainsay the wisdom of the governor, who, if not she, could perceive the true worth of a person, even if that person is a mutant. Moreover, Yrliet's particular abilities could be interesting subject study for the Magos biologists. The elongated head shape, those eyes. Judging by the skull that was given to me to send to footfall, such developmental anomalies in Yanis are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. Why do you have it? What skull are you talking about? A most remarkable item, I must say, a true anomaly. One moment. After rummaging in a nearby container, Attilius draws out a parcel, which he immediately unwraps. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances, I doubt I'll be able to send it to footfall anytime soon. Pascal's mechadendrites reach towards Attilius with interest, seeming to unearth a little. Adequately preserved, it's a pity that it is empty inside. It could have become a proper servo herald for the rogue trader, unorthodox. Curiously, this would look very nice on my desk. I mean, yes, of course, undoubtedly, whatever issue, ladyship, if they will raise your spirits after the recent incident. So we just got a strange skull. Remains have been thoroughly scaped and cleaned. What are your duties here? By the grace of the good Emperor, I oversee the administrative apparatus on the planet and serve as a secretary. I also responsible for logistics related to supplying the planet of the Von Valensis dynasty and the timely payment of tithes to the Imperium collectors. When were the last shipment sent? Oh, your ladyship, our supply shipments are all in order. All foodstuffs and other items are ready for export and are simply awaiting arrival of transport ships. However, given the current circumstances of the planet, Yanis could not provide even one tranche more than what is already prepared. I am certain the situation will be rectified in the near future. When did the collector ships last come here? I must say that I have not yet had the pleasure of filling out a sacred tithe protocol form, as the last Imperial ships to come here did so under my predecessor. Come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. I do hope the logistics responsible for such an unforgivable oversight lose their heads over this. So we haven't actually paid a tithe in quite a long time. That's not great. What is happening on the planet? Rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the serfs' work. A few nobles have been killed. And worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. Until the replacements pass their checks, complete all the induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedure, important paperwork is going unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. The absence of required signatures is, of course, the most horrifying thing about the situation. Indeed it is. Financial reports, logistic directives, waybills for food shipments. Without the signature of the most respected and now deceased head of House Zacharis, shipments to settlements in Aegis 24 have been stopped. The heirs are still dealing with the transfer of holdings, and incoming reports tell us a quarter of the workings in the affected settlements have already died of starvation, while most of the remaining have left their perimeter and have not yet returned to the designated places. Bureaucracy. If things continue in this vein, I dare not even imagine what it could lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your ladyship! Like that deranged planet by the name of Star, so close to our own peaceful system. The inhabitants there supposedly live under the patronage of rogue trader Winterscale. I shudder to think what he has created there. Where have the rebels stuck and how? Of course, I would like to furnish you with all the information I have. In the last few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged in Hungarian sectors 3 to 5, transport routes 2 to 7, 4 to 13, and also, I suppose that was not telling you much. Please, with a fussy gesture, he presses several buttons data slates, and a 3-dimensional map with coordinates of the attacks appears on your cogitator. The data is superbly collated, and the map clearly displays the actions of the rebels. At first glance, there seems to be no logic to their campaign. But after analysing the data and the features of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating a geographical pattern to their attacks. Who is directing the rebels? The rebels are well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think the instigators of the rebellion are very familiar with the planet's terrain. Unsigned paper, exactly, Jacob. It's unthinkable. And climate. My ordnance are going through the registration records day and night looking for individuals who completed military training, but so far we've been unable to identify the scoundrel. What are you doing to combat the rebels? Our security services are tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out those saboteurs without the slightest mercy. But they keep on appearing. My scribes have been run off their feet, keeping records of all the public hearings and executions, so that's going to end the rebellion. But I'm confident the government will find a solution soon. Okay. So, the rebellion is well organized, it's being well led, it's being led better than the defense by the looks of it. Have I explored over here? I haven't.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, there's a cell. Is she in the cell?
And
It's a chapel. Okay. She's not in the chapel, though. Several thin scratches on the surface. Where is Yrliet? I know she's she's supposed to be out in the ground somewhere. But where is she? Oh, she's here. This is the planet with the... Yes, this is the planet with the incompetent lesbian governor and her evil servant girlfriend. We haven't done anything since you last saw that, except talk to some other NPCs. And start putting in a picture that the rebels might be the good guys here. That's all that's really happened. But we're about to meet Yrliet, who is a mutant. She is a mutant.
Yrliet Lenevis greets you, Elantark.
Yes, a mutant. And not an Eldar. The bizarre creature before you only vaguely resembles a typical human. An elongated body, slender limbs, and pointed features. Every aspect of its appearance is unnatural and alien. The creature turns its head to you and says what she said. Heinrich tosses out some words in a strange language. There is a hint of musicality to it, but the interrogator's rendering is harsh and off-putting. After meeting the gaze of the unknown being, Heinrich turns to you. Regrettable news for us. The creature is not a mutant as the locals assumed, but a representative of the Eldar, one of the myriad creatures of humanity. You should not trust this creature. Do not communicate with it any longer than necessary.
There is no need to mutilate my language, monkey. I speak yours well enough to converse with Elantark without a translator. And since you have discerned my path, I will be direct in my speech.
Hopefully it's not gay baiting. My Hellcat waifu senses are tingling.
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
So you have 10 seconds to get out of my sight. Road Trader von Valenzis will never speak to vermin such as Xenos as if they were equal. So if you want to live, you will dress me with the proper respect. I will speak to you, but keep your hands where I can see them. To be honest, the only part I understood was that you have no desire to fight. That is one thing we have in common. Or I don't converse with the enemies of humanity. I'll say I'll keep it civil, but I'll be a little bit like, you know, I've got all my buddies here. Lilithian is the Aeldari word for maid. This is a maiden world, and they're letting us grow stuff on it. Heinrich makes a sound disapproval reckless.
Must I remind you, Master Van Kalox, that the warrant endows rogue traders with the sacred right to have dealings with Xenos when necessary? That exceptional memory of yours seems to have let you down.
Yes, I actually am allowed to speak to aliens, thank you very much.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question.
Okay.
Why have you sought me out?
So you're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
Why are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What do you know about the rank and file rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
So, just for those of you who maybe don't know much about Warhammer 40,000, I know there's a few people watching, I don't know if you're in the chat at the moment. The Eldar are, for all intents and purposes, space elves, but they're quite different. They're an ancient race who have been in space way longer than humanity. They used to have a huge space empire. They got a little bit too obscene and birthed the god of debauchery and revelry, and it kind of wrecked their entire civilization. So now they kind of exist in small enclaves, and one of their big things is when they die, they capture their souls in soul gems, and take them back to their worlds, most of which are giant spaceships called craft worlds. Because if they don't do that, their souls go to the warp and they get tortured by Slanesh. Their weapons, so she's got a Shrieking sniper rifle, I believe there, which is a sniper rifle that fires like monofilament blades that just slice through everything. They're pretty nasty. They're very good fighters. There's just not that many of them left. They're a long-lived race with not very many children. That's the basics. We're probably part of the War in Heaven. Yeah. There you go. There's even further. I didn't know that they were part of the War in Heaven. Yours face is unreadable. You detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she's choosing her words carefully. Do you know who's behind the uprisings?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
Yeah, exactly what Mishaps is saying. How did you come to be here?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you.
And why'd you call me Alentak?
Because that is what you are. Elentak means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
The rebel that survived talked about strange experiments being conducted on the people of Janus. It is said that people are brought to the estate and never seen again. Do you know anything about that?
I witnessed prisoners being delivered to the rear doors under cover of darkness, but what became of them I know not.
So that sparkling gem
And
she
it
just
is not
touched?
my concern what you humans do to your fellows.
So it says here, Yrliet touches a sparkling gem on her chest as though checking that it is there. That is her soul gem. So when she dies, her soul will go into that gem. And hopefully another one of her race will recover that gem and take it home. If she doesn't have that gem on her when she dies, it's like the worst possible. She goes to super hell. It could be a laser rifle, yes. I examined the bodies of the rebels. They show traces of mutation. Is this typical for Janus?
This world was pure until your kind sullied it with its presence. The Lilithon does not possess such powers. Another force must be at play.
Okay.
Elentak. Everything you have told me stirs doubt and alarm in my soul.
Okay, so she's now also suspicious of the
I must
governor.
take time to contemplate. Do not disturb me further.
So I can't ask her any more questions. She said that people get brought in the back of the building, but I don't think I can get around to the back of the building. Or maybe I can. No, I can't get around the
Rise
back.
to the top, or get left in the dust.
Yeah, I can't get around the back. Okay. Have I explored everywhere? I haven't explored here because there's some loot. Oh, there's Vinzelex here. We have to talk to... I don't really want to talk to Vinzelex, but probably should.
One and it's done.
Medkit and a flag grenade. Right, let's talk to Vinzelex. The Magos notices you and offers a dignified bow. Your lady, how may I help you? I found this on the body of a dead rebel. Can you tell me about these specimens? Your blessing for the examination, Magos? Pascal nods. The tech priest studies the dried berries and goes still. You hear the distinct clicks of the cerebral cogitators processing this information. Creeping creeweed, a typical plant of the Western Hemisphere. We have studied the possibilities of industrial cultivation, but the process was found to be inefficient due to the specific requirements of the soil, which is found in the right composition only in the archipelagos of the planet. She's a Pathfinder, not a Plane Ranger. She's an Aeldari long rifle. Okay. Okay, there's not much traces of Xenos activity. Okay, hang on. Initial the planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation of the Eastern Hemisphere with the aid of improving production processes and logistics operation. Traces of Xeno activity that do not possess an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. What pathologies? Genetic and chemical. Your ladyship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become poisonous. This is happening more and more often, and if no action is taken, the ecosystem of this world will be irreparably disrupted. The changes may be artificial. Has the possibility been considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space? Not at all, Venerable Magos. Our tech comments from the Magos biologists are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with the thought of such a militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of their minds is confirmed, I will petition for the appropriate penance. Interesting. It is often what seems to be insignificant anomalies like these that lead to greater troubles. Her gun is a Ranger pulse rifle. It uses something akin to the Imperial lasgun, but it has a bolter level penetration and also twice the range. Cool. How is the Governor dealing with undesirable pathologies? I've analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I'm currently developing suppressor genes to make the planet's organisms resistant to pathology, but so far I've not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up these processes, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. That's very suspicious. Traces of xenoactivity? According to data obtained during the initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origin were noted on several different centers of the planet, but I do not have administrative capacity to study them in detail. For now, I must defer to the quest for knowledge. The next mechanic speaks the last words with distinct envy, his eyes fixed on Magus Hanneman. Let's talk about something else. Okay, that's interesting. So they're not allowed to investigate anything? Is it worth going into the palace again and just seeing if there's any secret doors or anything I didn't spot the first time I went round? Because now I'm extra suspicious. Like, now I'm really suspicious. Something's not right here. There might not be anything in here, but we'll have a quick look around. It's actually a very small area. I don't think we missed anything. It doesn't know. It's a very small area to walk around. And Lady of Valances would like to welcome you as our guest. Would you prefer to speak to the governor alone or with your entourage? My entourage will accompany to the meeting with the governor. So we'd speak to the governor again. I don't know why I'm doing this. She definitely has a shield of some kind on her. There's a weird aura around her. Great relationship. How may I be assistance? You neglected to mention the strange changes in the planet's flora and fauna. Magus Vinzex is a very wise man. Just to remind you, this is the lady we're speaking to. Now the purple eyeshadow and the purple lights, definitely for me, are concerning. The purple nails as well, if you notice. There's nothing about her appearance that looks heretical, though. I'm studying her like outfit. It just looks ornate. That's the exclamation point. Okay. Megan Svinzlex is a very wise man, but his fixation on evolutionary processes seems a little extreme to me. Yanis was heavily cultivated. Forests were cleared and mountains raised across half of the planet. It is no surprise we are still noticing the consequences of these changes. It's possible the plant mutations are connected to waste runoff from the harvesting equipment. And the changes in the wildlife behavior could be a rational expansion of the cultivated area. I have purple nails. I mean, I'm not saying anything, Miss Apps. I'm not saying anything. Are you surprised by knowledge of the F topic? Our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Yanis. This plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Vyatt bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. Looks like the sciences on the only preserve of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Doesn't that infringe on the authority of the esteemed Magos? This statement is true. But who do you suppose were her teachers? The Adeptus Mechanicus. All knowledge flows from us. Rumors have reached about oddities among the population. I don't deny it. Some of the experiments extract a higher toll in the population than others. It could be genealogical as well. That's a good point. You see, recently one of the noble families of Yanis has taken on a difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, has involved introducing experimental supplements to their food and mental conditioning in monitored settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted and part of the population suffers from side effects. The specialists in the Gravaz family would have been better placed to inform this topic, but alas, they are currently engaged in the field. Okay, so she's already come up with an explanation as to what's going on in the villages. How refreshingly novel. The rich treating the common folk like dirt and coding all with the best intentions. You want to bring Yrliet or Heinrichs in person for that, lest you suffer many forced injuries due to lack of Lord Xenos while exploring a maiden world. Okay, we'll probably slip Heinrichs into the party then. You're forcing settlements to pay tithes? What? Really, Forzid? You speak as if you actually believe the claims of those wretched peasants. I don't ask anyone to pay tithes in human bodies. I'm reducing the burden of the settlements which have suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involving enriched food, and I'm gathering the worst affected subjects, those who are no longer capable for work, for further study. Some of my circle would cause such concern for the underclass of weakness, a weakness which may have incited rebellion among the emboldened rabble. Theobald and Felix tried to limit the effects of my powers on the lowborn servants of Urek 5. The station's laboratoriums ran experiments on those who had the misfortune of losing their minds because of my gift. These tests increased their servants' lifespans, and then they joined Felix's side. The tech priest mentioned ancient runes belonging to the Xenos. I know to what you're referring. Strange structures of unknown material. For the prevention of unfortunate accidents, I ordered the air to be declared out of bounds for all. Some things are better off left under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the grasp of the unlighted minds of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, so she's got an answer for everything at the moment.
Is there money to be made?
So I want to swap Heinrich into the party. We're gonna get. I want to take. I think I want to take Kibble out of the party just so I'm not. So I've got a mix of ranged and long range just for this next section, so that we've got Lord Xenos. Because I don't think I can take Yrliet with me because she's not in my party yet, unless because she said not to talk to her. I'll just go and see if I can recruit her. I don't think I can. No, do not disturb my contemplation. Okay, so we're gonna head back out. Well, she went from incompetent food to super. She did, didn't she? She displayed incredible competence out of nowhere, and her little sidekick didn't speak up once. I don't know. I was just talking to her, Plag, and then she said, "I need to think." Like that's. I didn't do anything. I was just asking her questions. Hang on a second. Now I get to recruit her. Elantak, as you once sought my help, now I am seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I've hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler. And I also know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way. On the condition that you bring me to them. I don't think the rogue trader needs your revelations now, right now, Xenos. There's even assuming you're not lying now as well. Jay gives a faint guttle. Your kind are usually a bit better at bargaining. Always offer what can't be obtained with torture or thrones. Why did you not say anything? No other path was open to me, but now our paths are aligned, and my decision was motivated not by caprice, but by reason, which compels me now to be honest with the person who can fix all of this. Everything you've discovered, everything you've learned from your kind, they are all traces of the same calamity. A calamity that will eclipse all the strife and wars on the face of this world. All the signs were plain to see, but I was here, and the Monkai failed to recognize the coming storm. Please follow me, Fros. You must, if this world truly matters to you. What calamity are you talking about? You're still holding back information. I will reveal the truth very soon, but not here. Not in the place where it seems evil has made its nest. Have patience, Olentak, and trust me. If one of the Imperial's world is in danger, so be it. I will follow you. Let's go. I pray to the gods we are not too late. Okay, I'm going to have to put her into the party. She is ranged, so the people I can kick out are Jay, Argenta, or Cassia. Jay at the moment is doing all of my tech use, so I kind of want to bring her along. So I'm sorry, we're going to get rid of Witch Wifey, just for now, which means no psychic powers. That is a bit of a problem. I was going to bring a Heinrich along, but I'd rather try Yrliet out, since she's a new party member. Honestly, Jay hasn't done very much to make me that excited, I think. But I haven't really tried Jay out yet, really, either. Okay? Psychers are heresy, we don't need them. Well, unfortunately, Kibble is also a Psyker, so inferred at least, because she didn't do the Imperial Tarot. So we're gonna take Yrliet, we're gonna take Jay. Now I'm gonna have to level. Oh, we're not doing that event. We're straight into the force of Yanis. I need to level Yrliet up, and also just look into what she can do. Well then, let's see that. Hey Pango, how's it going? Fine, we won't need another one. Okay. First things first, let's just investigate Yrliet as a character.
You interrupted my thoughts.
So she's a tactician. I never want elder apologist, but I feel like this, trust me, is a very hard sell. It's okay, we're very naive as a character. So here's Yrliet here. She comes with Aeldari Ranger armor. So 30% armor. The character wearing this armor will dodge 50% of average attacks. That's quite high. Hey, oh yeah, the story arc is probably the best and deepest and longest. This armor reduces incoming damage and average enemy attacks the chapter by minus 50%. Base armor property plus 10% dodge. Wow, so she'll get 60%. She'll get a huge amount of dodge if she's in cover. She also has an Aeldari long rifle. 20-23 damage, 20% armor protection, 30 dodge reduction, 20% additional hit chance, range 18, and it's got 10 shots. Laser weapons are high targets and cover targets high dodge. So she's a snipper. She's a sniper. Let's just quickly... She can't use any of my weapons as a secondary. Interesting. Do you have any stuff that'll be useful for her? Plus 20 bonus to coercion. When this wearer successfully hits with a single shot attack, that's actually good for her. These boots double the resolve bonus from... No. Whenever this wearer hits an enemy with a dead-eye shot, which she can do, reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 and applies 1 exploit. That's good for her. The wearer's lore... No. This man gets plus 4 to Medicae, plus the awareness, plus 15 armor against warp damage. Whenever the wearers kill 2 or more enemies in a single attack, that's not going to happen with her. Plus 15 to coerce. Movement points by 3. Pack of regions. The set of couples. Increase the damage of all. Let's give her extra movement points. And just so I can give her... I'm just going to give her a cloak because she hasn't got a cloak and I feel like she needs a cloak. Yes, her hands are incorrectly shaped for human weapons. She can only use Eldar equipment. I thought I had some Eldar weapons in my gear. Luckily, she can use medkits. Let's give her the monofilament grenades because they are Eldar grenades. Let's give her some medkits. And I'm also going to give her... Because she might get chased down, so I'm going to give her some blinding grenades as well. Okay. So what can she do? So she has analyze enemies, expose weaknesses. So this is all normal stuff. She has perfect shot, which thing has, and then she has in my sights as an origin talent. So when you use this, Yrliet ends her turn. At the start of her next turn, if possible, she makes an attack that cannot miss and does not count towards the attack limit for that turn. So I want to be ending in my sights with in my sights every turn to get a free attack that just hits. She also has precise attack. For the next attack against a target affected by an exploit, that target's cover efficiency is blockable. So she basically can just snipe anybody. She has a whole ton of talents. Flagship post abilities. Okay, that's her in the ship. Origin talents. Children of Asurim. The Aeldari are supernaturally agile and can advance their agility, perception, and awareness skills regardless of their archetypes. They also get plus 50% dodge chance and plus 2 initiative. Craftworld Krudark. Okay, so she's from Craftworld Krudark. She's an outcast. I'm just seeing if she gets anything special from these. Squishy. Yes, very squishy. Okay, we need to level her up, though. So, I think she's finished here. We need to choose her main ability. So I probably want to build her into like a super sniper. I guess that's kind of what they're aiming for you to do with her, right? So how do we build her? There's like, we can go for assassin sniper. We can make her a gunslinger. Or we can make her just like an operative. I guess it's, do we make her a bounty hunter or do we make her an assassin? Is the question. Guarantees hit out to maximum range regardless of dodge cover is mad. The big question is, do we make her an assassin or do we make her a bounty hunter? We already have a bounty hunter in the party. That's Pascal. We don't have any assassins in the party. Assassins are masters of identifying the slightest vulnerability of key targets, dispatching them by any means necessary. Core focus, high damage, dodge and dodge reduction, threat elimination, hit and run. Bounty hunter lets you tag targets with hunt down pay, but we already have a bounty hunter in the party. So even though bounty hunter might be the better choice, I might pick assassin just for the different playstyle, if I'm being completely honest. Just so we're doing something different with her. Space Elf energy goes burr. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the correct choice here is to take bounty hunter. I'm going to pick assassin just for something different. The assassin, so she picks up seek the opening for picking assassin. The assassin sees a single opening for each enemy on one of the enemy's sides. Opening. Whenever the assassin hits an opening excluding over-penetration, they deal an additional plus 10% of the target's maximum wounds damage. After attack, the opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. Each enemy's openings that were not hit by the assassin during the assassin's turn are moved to a random side. So she has to attack from different sides to get massive damage bonuses. That's going to be quite hard for her to do with a sniper rifle. Okay. Bunch of things here. Death Whisperer, I think, is the best one to pick. The assassin makes an attack that does not count towards the limit of attacks per turn and does not block the assassin's movement, but deals only 25% of the assassin's usual damage. If the attack is successful, the target suffers the hemorrhage effect, which deals, so they get rending damage. It ignores armor and deflection at the beginning of each of the target's turns. So it's just a free attack for 0 AP every turn with a cooldown of 1 turn. We're going to grab Death Whisper for her first pickup. Now she gets 1 more level. And apparently I want Deadly Calculations here. Deadly Calculation. For every 10 damage dealt by this attack, the attack also deals 1 direct damage to the target. Okay. So now we've activated Project Yrliet. She's ready to go. Let's start adventuring.
About you.
Okay. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous area. Can I go left and right? Oh, Interesting. We're in the same area. Oh no, there's... Ooh. I probably shouldn't see this, but there's an Eldar temple over here that I should not see right now. So let's go back to the party. I probably shouldn't be seeing what I just looked at. Okay. Looks like we can cross this tree here. Oh. That doesn't look healthy. At all. I can go up or go down, or I can continue along.
Lord Captain Theodora and I once landed on a green world similar to this one. 2/3 of the team perished in the jaws of wild beasts, while the rest died of fever.
What a lovely story. Ooh, there's something up here. So let's go. Let's do an athletics check to go up. We've got an 85% chance to succeed.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I have to be careful. We went down there, but whatever. We have to be careful because if we fail these, we actually get hurt. Okay, we found some enemies. I'm going to save the game because I don't know how this is going to go. But we may as well get into some combat here. So I could put Yrliet and co up on this roof. There's a dude here. And then we can have our ground forces fight down here. Although they're going to have to run around here to get into this. There's very little cover on this. This is probably a better place to attack into. It's a side path. Dead end, but sure. Sorry, no, the other is a side path. Okay, so I want to go back up.
An expected result.
So I thought I was going up there. Oh, I see. It was the thing down below that was telling me to go up. That's what I was saying. Let's explore up here first then. More enemies over here. This is like an Imperial Guard base. Let's deal with this encounter first. We'll try and run across here and see what happens when we start the combat.
You will beg for mercy, but I will.
There's a lot of enemies here.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
There's a lot of enemies here. Stop. Lower your weapons. Hold on, brothers. I'll call for backup. Okay, we're straight into a fight. Okay, not great. Okay, Kibala, you're probably going to need to do some stabbing pretty early on here. So that's where you're going to go. Next up is Yrliet. I'm going to put her in cover back here, because she apparently has insane range. And giving her extra shots with chat will be very strong. I want to put chat to here if I can. I want to put me in cover next to Yrliet, because I'm also a sniper. Alright, Sniper the Cole for backup guy, of course. He's gone. You're lost? Okay, so we've gone... we're not where you thought we were, is what I'm hearing. That's okay. Now, I need to get Argenta into cover, because Argenta's turning out to be very, very squishy. But there's no cover for her here at all. There is lots of range, though. So I might just start her over here, kind of out of cover, and see what we can do with her. And see if we can get her somewhere useful. Jay is a gunslinger, so she needs to kind of be close, but not too close. Let's get Abelard across the bridge here. I want to put Jay just over here for now. And I think that's everybody. Where did I put Kibala? Kibala's with Abelard. Okay. I was trying to get let's what you find her some power armor. Yes, but I haven't found any power armor for her yet. Let's go. I guess start the battle.
I'm here, maggot.
If you want to run up and hit Abelard, go for it. This could go really badly for you, my friend.
Let's get to it.
Or Abelard could just die. Oof. Don't shoot chat. Yeah, shoot your friends. Give them wounds.
On my way.
That's the sniper. He missed it. Okay. Argenta's up. We'll pop... We can't pop rapid fire for some reason. Oh, because she's using the shotgun right now. Switch to your bolt gun. Why is her bolt gun not loaded? Game, what the hell? Alright, if I pop a rapid fire, what are we looking at? I can hit all of these guys. So I'm going to pop a rapid fire.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And we're going to fire along this angle. I'm going to take a free reload first, though. And then we're going to fire along this angle. I'm also going to hold... I'm going to pop Righteous Fury. Sorry, Furious Recital. And then I'm going to fire off a burst with a bolt gun along this axis. Oh, his head! Did you see that? That was awesome. Alright, and then I might run and gun her to... I think she's okay here, actually. We'll just hold her here. I'll get her to reload again.
Doubt is for the weak.
And that's her turn. Right, now it's Yrliet. So we've got a lot of stuff to learn here. So the first thing is I've got Precise Attack, which gives her... ignores cover proficiency. But we've also got Aim for the Opening. So the assassin chooses an enemy in the line of sight and marks an additional opening on this enemy. Okay. So that's how I get... So I can see the openings are on the sides of the enemies. Cool. And then I've got this, which is a free attack that just does damage. So for instance, I could probably just kill this guy with a free attack.
Hear you moving, no more.
Cool. So then, what's this again? In my sight. She'll ends her turn. Okay, I want to make sure. Oh yes, perfect spot. Thank you, Daedra.
If I must.
So perfect spot gives her plus 25% cover efficiency, plus 15 perception, and plus 15 ballistic skill. So her ballistic skill is now 76, making her much better at shooting people. I want to make sure I've got 1 AP available at the end of her turn to use in my sights. But I think what I do now is I use a Deadeye shot. And I want to shoot these guys back here. I want to shoot their snipers. So like this Sharpshooter Rebel, I'd like to take him out. Or I could kill this Rebel. But the Sharpshooter Rebel is a problem. Now if I use Deadeye, I can't use Precise Attack and ignore the cover. I've got a 48% chance to use Deadeye on this guy. But if I instead use Precise Attack and then use a Standard Attack, I've got a 48% chance. Okay, that didn't change anything. I'll use the 48 on him.
Serves your cause.
Okay, we hit him for 57 crit, and then I'm going to end the turn with an in my sights, which gives me the free attack next turn. Or I actually pick a target for this. Ooh, that's interesting. And this hits no matter what. Who looks scary here? Rebel, Rebel, Rebel. I think we're just going to try and kill the sniper. Okay, so she's targeting for next turn. Okay, Abelard's taking a lot of hits here. Abelard now has a wound. Oof. Stop shooting chat.
Let's get to it.
Okay, Abs is in a little bit of trouble. I'm going to get Kibble to heal him. What I'm going to get him to do is, I think I'm just going to get him to do a cleave on these two.
Victory is imminent.
Okay, he killed both of them. What a Chad. There's no point charging the sniper because I think he's going to die. I can't get to this guy. Why don't I just move up? I'm going to charge up into cover, I think, so that next turn I can step out. So it's going to run up to here, and then we'll brace for impact. Okay, Jay's up next. Let's put Jay in cover behind the explosive barrel. That seems like a great idea. Jay is a gunslinger, so she's using 2 pistols. Her pistols do not have a ton of range. They can only just reach this guy. They can't hit the guys in the back. She has Linchpin. The target ally or the Master Technician gains +1 resolve for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage, so it's +3 resolve. But loses half the stacks of tactical advantage. Until the beginning of the next turn, the Master Technician deals stacks of advantage equal to 20% of all momentum the target gains. So basically, wants to pick someone. She's using her borrowed Eldar pistols, yes. So who do I want to give Linchpin to? I probably want to give Linchpin to me, because I could pick up a lot of resolve very quickly.
I can do that with the right incentive.
And then I'm going to also give me a voice of command.
Tell me.
Alright, Mishap, see you later. And I've got 2 AP left. I want to use 1 of my AP to shoot. And so we'll ignore all cover and have double effective distance. Oh, okay. This target's an effective voice command. This attack will ignore. So if I do this on Yrliet,
I can do that with the
she
right
now
incentive.
ignores all cover on her next shot. Now, unfortunately, Jay herself has spent her entire turn buffing. I can't really do anything else. And there's no cover for her really to move up into. But what I'll do is I'll move her here and I'll give her a free move command with my commander. And let's just take a shot on 8%, 8%. Okay, I can't hit any of these guys. We'll shoot at this
Am
guy.
I getting paid for this?
And that's her turn. Oh, she's got a press advantage. Restoration power to next. Oh, I should have done a press the advantage. And no, I shouldn't have done that.
Let's make it quick.
I'm not really loving Jay's kit. It's a little bit too similar to my kit. Oh, that was hurt.
Let's get to it.
Okay, we need to heal up Abelard. Oh, perfect. It's Kibble's turn.
As the tentacle, the other side awaits.
Oh, she can't quite get over to him. I messed up. I should have moved her first before I attacked. I just got really excited. But what I could do is I could jump to here. And then I could... If I jump to here, she's going to hit Abelard, isn't she? Which is not good. I don't want her to do that. So I'll jump her to here. Okay. And then we'll jump to here. Which unfortunately means that Yrliet is not going to be able to kill that guy. And then we can jump to here, which gives us cover and an attack on this guy. And that's a pretty good turn. I think we'll take that turn. No friendly fire on her jumps. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to take the risk. Alright. Now we're going to buff the crap out of everybody. So I'm going to drop a... You choose... you serve me on voice. Then I'll hit them up with you serve me.
It's as good as done.
Then I'm going to drop a Air of Authority.
to it personally.
So that's everybody mega buffed. And there's high momentum. Then I'm going to put a Bring It Down in Yrliet.
If not me.
That gets her a free attack. And I'm going to get her to shoot... I'll probably get her to shoot this guy. Shoot this guy here. She ignores cover for this attack. But she doesn't have line of sight on him. So I'm going to go to shoot this guy. Okay, 91 damage. Are you killing me? Now we're going to queue up another free attack. And we're going to put it on this guy.
I understand your intent.
And she still has 1 AP. Oh, that's her turn over. Argenta now also gets a free turn. Unfortunately, I don't think she has a range to hit this guy in the back. She does have a 13% chance to hit this guy, but I'm worried about her missing and hitting Kibble, so I'm not going to take that move. I now get a turn. I could try Deadeye Shot this guy with no chance to hit, and I can't see this guy. I could shoot this guy. We'll see if I can kill him. Okay, I got the kill on him. I do have the ability to Finest Hour somebody, so I'm going to Finest Hour Abelard.
It's my perfect moment.
And I'm going to get Abelard to take... Abelard has no medkits. Okay, we need to fix that. Abelard currently has no medkits. That needs to be fixed, because that's a big problem. He has movement here, but not much else he can do. What I could do, though, is I could move him... I could try and basically charge to be adjacent to this guy. So I move to here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
And then I'll charge to here.
At your beck and call.
Which puts me adjacent to this rebel. And then... there's no way to remove the wounds that he's got. No. I'm going to just hit this guy with a sword.
Reduced to dust.
And then that's everything he can do. So we'll brace for impact. And we'll endure. We just need to get rid of this fresh injury before it turns into a wound. And then it's back to me, because that was still on my turn. I'll pass my turn.
The other side awaits.
Argenta's turn is up, but there's nothing for her to do. In fact, wait, we won the combat. This guy must have tried to run, because Kibble got a free attack against him. Okay, Kibble, can you please medkit Abelard?
The healing is much appreciated.
Awesome, thanks. With some narration of what's going on, having a big time on my run. Awesome, thank you so much, Alva or I really appreciate you tuning in while you're having a run. That's awesome. Good for you for getting some exercise as well. I wish I did more than just play basketball.
Always keep your eye on
that's awesome.
prize.
Okay, let's keep going. Anything interesting here? What is this? A hunting rifle. Is it better? It is better than the Rebel sniper rifle that I am using. Deadeye shots fired by this rifle deal additional damage to larger enemies. Hulking creatures get plus 5 damage, enormous creatures get plus 10 damage, massive creatures get plus 15 damage. Okay. That seems like a better... It's got less range, but I don't think that's a problem. And less ammo. More damage. I think I'm going to give this to my character. So we're gonna equip the hunting rifle, which we just picked up. Where is that? Oh god, how do I find it in my inventory? I need to sort my inventory out. That's a sniper rifle. There's the autocannon. Where is the hunting rifle? Let's just sort them again. Okay, it should be with the other rifles. There it is, hunting rifle. Oh, look how ornate it is. This is exactly the type of gun. Look at the muzzle on this gun. Oh my god. What is that? What is the bore on that? That's like a... Is this a 20mm sniper rifle? What am I wielding right now? Okay, that's a thing. Abelard needs some medkits as well. I didn't realize he was out of medkits. Kibble needs to be topped up on medkits as well. It's an elephant gun. It is indeed an elephant gun. Lounder. It's got a lounder on it, yes. Okay, what's going on here? This pad is sprinkled with black tracks and scratches, judging by the evidence of landings and takeoffs. Flying machines land here on a regular basis. It could be one of the local shuttles. There's also some goods hidden back here. Just some stuff to take. Alright, so do I want to go back? Do I want to go back, or do I want to come down here? This seems to be the destination I want to head towards, so if I head up this way, I'm probably into stuff I haven't explored yet. Apparently there's some goods here. I think it's just this guy here, right? And he just has junk, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm going to head north. Hopefully it's alright. I am going to save. We came out of that combat very well. Yrliet's terrifying. Lord Xenos 70%. The Xeno ruins visible from under the green canopy look remarkably intact. It seems time and elements have no power over this bright material. There is a gun just lying on the ground here. It's just a random las gun. Now I can go up here, but it is a 40% athletics chance, and if we fail, we'll get wounded. I'm gonna save. I don't really want to save Scum, but if we get a really bad wound, I will save Scum.
The burden of failure is the most terrible
So
punishment.
she got head trauma and Thrice Pioneer's Protection. Reduce the target's weapon skill. Okay, that was weird. But she's got Head Trauma, Intelligence, Perception, Willpower, Fellowship. I don't really love that for her. I'm not going to save Scum. We're just not going to try again, I think. There is a Medicaid check up here at 60.
Predictable.
Yes, very predictable. Do I have any injectors that would increase my athletics? +1 defection, but -10 agility. User uses all their temporary wounds, increase their melee damage. 4 movement points, 4 action points. Next turn, their movement action points are reduced by 2. It's 15 strength, 50 weapon skill, +20 willpower. Movement points by 6, grant 2 charges of slash, or just weapon skill. No. I don't have anything that helps me climb that hill. So unfortunately, we just don't have anyone who's athletic enough to get up there, even with Kibble in the party, which is crazy.
You left the Novice Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
Strength includes plus athletics. Okay. Hang on. I thought agility would affect athletics.
Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do.
Where are you,
It
Abelard?
was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the
Wait a minute.
significance of what I was doing.
Our strongest character isn't in the party right now, which might be why we failed that roll. It's now a 65.
We
So
are
if
the
I get
spear
Abelard
of
to
the
take a
Imperium.
plus strength thing, I want him to use it. Okay, that's fine. Can you use this, please?
Victory is imminent.
Okay, he's used it. Now it's an 80% chance.
Experience? Nothing
Okay,
matters
now
more.
there's a Medicaid check.
Just as he
This person was
ordained.
clearly mauled by a large predator, but you don't see the signs the creature gorged itself with its flesh afterwards. It appears the beast did not kill this man out of hunger. And that's all that's up here? Excuse me. That's why I was using the athletic slave. He benefits greatly from strength. So, all that was up here was just this Medicaid roll to see that somebody was mauled by a creature. Let's go back down before the thing
Compared
runs
to
out.
naval service, that was barely a challenge.
So I guess that's a hint on what's to come.
be made?
Let's clear this trap.
Never doubt
And
me.
what's this? Lore Warp. Okay.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
The plant, once a harmless shrub, has now completely changed. Its outer tissue is cracked from the juices swelling. Okay. The charge of these... So these things, there's warp mutated plants about. And a bunch of people have been eaten in this area ahead of us. Which doesn't look good.
Watch out.
Oh, there's a trap here. Careful. Jeez, that was close, Yrliet. Let our demolitions person take out the trap.
I better
your
myself
wits
through
about
my
you.
service.
Okay, this feels like a trap. Okay, this guy has Disciple's Boots. The wearer gains plus 6% dodge against enemies under the effect of exposed weakness. That could be very good for Kibble. Recoil gloves. These gloves reduce recoil automatic weapons by 50%. Those are amazing for Argenta. Holy crap. Oh, I forgot to pick up the other stuff and I just triggered the event. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was indeed a trap.
Someone's in trouble.
These creatures were once so timid, so reticent. Could the seed of evil truly have taken root in them as well? Is Argentine? No, she's got a shotgun. She's got a shotgun at the moment. Okay, we are ambushed. Oh, I can't actually position my characters. So let's get Jay away from melee range of this guy. Let's get Kibble in melee range of these ones. And we'll put Abelard here. And we need to just shoot the crap out of this one as soon as possible. I'll put Yrliet in cover here. I'm going to sit probably here. Chat in the middle to buff everybody. And then Argenta here, I guess. And that's what the hunting rifle is for. Alright, this looks like it's going to be a hard one to fight. Yrliet's not in chat's range there. If I put chat here, everyone is in chat's range, which means I can get a very powerful early turn. Argenta is up first. I'm going to try and get Argenta to kill this thing, so that we... the other ones are going to be a problem. I need to put Abelard here. I basically need to put my melee characters in a defensive position to protect everybody else. Something like that. The lectures are kind of pushovers. Okay. I feel like Yrliet on her own over here may get pounced on, but I think we just have to go for it. Okay. You,
As
rapid
the
fire,
Emperor commands,
and then
I
just
act.
open up on this guy.
I'll do it.
Abelard, I don't think he has taunt, no. Do I want to fire again? I only get one shot. Guttural Howl.
Just a minor setback.
Ballistic and weapon skill reduced by 10. As I thought. Okay, Yrliet managed to dodge it. That's great. I just took 15 damage. Abelard, what are you doing? And I got knocked over. Abelard, what are you doing? Okay. Abelard's almost dead. Right, we're going to have to go nuts here. I'm going to have to jump in to... Oh, these guys have a massive footprint. But I can jump behind them. Stab them a bit. Blade dance. Stab them with a cleave. So let's jump. I can't jump behind. Okay. Let's move to here with Kibala. Then I'm going to jump to here. Because I meant to use it beforehand, Alvaro. I just misclicked it. Okay, so we've jumped in. Now we'll use a cleave. Okay, now I'm going to activate where it hurts. No, I want to activate Pain Resonance. All enemies suffering damage or time effects and Force of Radiance. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to Blade Dance first. No, we're going to activate... I don't have enough AP to activate all this stuff. No, I can activate where it hurts now. Then we're going to Blade Dance. That was not a very exciting Blade Dance, Kibbs. I was expecting more from you there, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, that's all she got. I thought these guys were supposed to be pushovers. Yrliet's up next. We have the problem that she's in close range with this guy. I don't really know what I can do about that, because I think he's going to get to attack. She doesn't actually have a melee weapon. So I think it's going to have to be a monofilament grenade right behind it and hope to do as much damage as possible.
If I must.
Okay, that did a lot of damage, but that's really all I can do. She's also wounded. If I use a medkit, I think she's going to get attacked over. But we'll try and clear the wound. Okay, good.
Limited,
she didn't
actually
get hurt by that. And then I will Death Whisper this one in case this thing is dead on her next turn. Jay next. I need Jay to kill this thing. Let's set me up as the linchpin for Jay. Oh, I'm on the floor. That's not good, because I'm going to spend my next turn getting up. Let's set Abelard as the linchpin. And then I'm going to give Abelard a free turn.
I can do that with the right
and
incentive.
on his free turn, he's going to medkit himself.
Field medicine at its finest.
Cool. And then he's going to slash.
I will do my duty.
He only hit one of them. And then he's going to brace for impact. Okay. Then we're back to Jay. I need to kill this if I can. I've only got one shot with Jay here. I could do take aim, but I'm actually just going to shoot.
Don't get too cocky.
She missed. Okay, that's fine. Next up, it's me. I get up. This guy's attacking Abelard. No, it's Abelard's turn. Okay. So I think all I can do with Abelard here is cleave, or we can start. I can't throw grenades with Abelard. He's tanking. So let's just cleave these two. Okay, that was a big hit. That guy's got knocked down, which is really, really important. Then we're going to brace for impact. And we're going to endure. And we'll set up a shield block in this direction. Alright, Pango, thank you for tuning in. Alright, Argenta is back. I need her to kill this thing. It's absolutely essential that she kills this thing.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Does she not have enough? Oh no, press 2. Okay, let's hope she can take this thing out.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, she killed it. Excellent. I really, really needed that thing to die, and it died. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run and gun her to cover Yrliet. So I'm going to run and gun her to here.
Guided by faith.
I'm then going to switch to her shotgun and get a free attack with the shotgun on this guy who's on the ground. Actually, I'll just shoot... Okay, the shotgun's going to murder everybody. Is there a shot I can fire that's not... Okay, I can fire there, and it's not going to hit Kibala.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, 16 crit is better than nothing. It triggered rending shots. Let's end her turn. Okay, he just absolutely ruined Abelard. Abelard's not dead, he just got knocked over. Okay, so I really, really need Kibala to do some work here. Let's start with a cleave. Okay, and then we're going to... I think I'm going to have to activate where it hurts, and then Blade Dance.
As honor ordains, the shadows will see it done.
She's not doing any damage to these guys at all. She can't penetrate their armor. Okay, Yrliet's up. Yrliet can do some work. Her free attack didn't fire, which is weird. Let's activate Perfect Spot.
Your cause.
And then I'm going to take her free attack on the one that's on the ground.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. Ancestors guide
Didn't
me.
kill it. Did you get a level 80 zone where you're still level 50? Yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay. Now this guy has a weak spot on this side. So I'm going to take a... Look how much movement she has. She has so much movement. I'm going to take a Deadeye shot on this guy. Or do I want to finish... I think I want to finish the one on the ground off to get one of them out of the fight.
If it serves your cause.
Okay, it's not quite dead yet, which is annoying. Infielding doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. I think I'm just going to set up an in my sights on this one again. There's nothing else she can do right now.
I understand your intent.
Stop
Okay.
hitting me, Ashmog.
Jay has a sword she can switch to. She can also give Argenta an extra turn. So I can get her to give Argenta a
Am I
move.
getting paid for this?
Argenta can finish her turn. Oh, I forgot about Abelard. I was going to shoot straight across. I was going to shoot across here. You didn't bring Pascal. My Pascal's a melter gun. If I maybe bring her here, she might have an angle to hit these two. I don't think she's going to get an angle to hit them without hitting Abelard. I'll just reposition her for the moment. I'm not going to give her the extra action. I can't give Abelard the extra action either because he's on the ground. So maybe I will give Argenta the extra action.
Don't get too cocky.
And then if we swap with a shotgun, I'm going to hit everybody. If I swap to the bolt gun, what have I got? 25%. There's so bad chances to hit here. I've got a really high chance of hitting this and Abelard. Can I just shoot this guy and kill him? I've got a 62% chance to hit. I'm just going to try and take a single shot on this and kill it. Or I can throw a grenade. I've got a frag grenade and I've got a force grenade. They're really behind on the levels, aren't they? Frag grenade right here should kill the one on the ground and hurt the other one.
As the Emperor commands, I act. You escaped the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, that's one of them dead. It went to space. This guy also got moved, which took him off Abelard. Oh, the dog went out of the room. 1 second. This is a ridiculously hard fight for me. It's the tight quarters. Also, my character gets knocked down on the first turn of time. Now, let me just sort the dog out. Wait 2 seconds. Okay, she's just going to bed. I thought she was wanting to go to the bathroom, but she's just going to her other bed. And Abelard, you are not instructed to go down. No, he's not, because he's out of actions now. Okay, that's her turn. Jay is still up. There's no way Jay can fight this turn, so I'm going to get her to switch to her Eldar broadsword, which we should also give to Yrliet. I just hit this guy, because there's literally nothing else she can do.
You've got a problem, I've got a problem.
Okay, that way she doesn't get killed. Okay, I'm now up, and I can do all of my stupid things. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a Medicae signal. The Service Scroll Swarm gains 10 wounds and a similar chance. At the start of the turn, each ally within a 4-cell radius... Yes, so we're going to do a Medicae signal first of all. Okay, that's going to heal everybody. I've got 3 AP left, so we're going to give this a You Serve Me order. Then we're going to give it a You Serve Me order for more power. Then I'm going to boost everybody's Valor with Air of Authority. And then I'm going to give Yrliet... Oh, I needs to be in range of this. Crap. So that means I'm only going to hit Jay or Yrliet here. Or Kibala. I can't, unfortunately, use it on you. Let's hit Yrliet with an extra action. She does a lot of damage. Okay, she's got a shot. Oh, thank you very much for the subscribe, Ivan. Does she have pure accuracy with her SMGs? I don't think the damage is there on them, unfortunately. So, first of all, free attack on this guy.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Okay, and then we're going to take a Deadeye shot on it.
This tedium is no weakness.
And that's all of her AP used up. Now, Jay gets a free attack. So, I can't use her SMGs because she's in melee. So, we'll just hit this guy with a sword. Actually, yes, we're just going to hit him with a sword. She has 1 AP left. I'll get her to do a take aim on Yrliet, which means it's easier to hit with. And I think... Do I want to linchpin? I'm going to linchpin Frost.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay, back to me. While trying to find out if the community at large finds this kind of more difficult than I did, I just stumbled across an absolute madman walking into it with the Rogue Trader only. They probably killed it. Yes, I thought they would probably. There's definitely ways to make the game way more broken. There's nothing else I can really do here. I do have a sword, so I will hit this guy with my sword.
I'll make it happen.
There you go. Eat power sword. Okay, Abelard stands up, and that's his turn. So now our gent is up. I can revel in slaughter, which is good. Does the dog want back in? Is she barking to get back in? Hang on. Let me let the dog back in. I'll have to close the door so someone else. There's no food in here. If you're looking for food, there's no food. Take us closer. I want to hit them with my sword. No, I don't want to be closer. I don't want to hit them with my sword. This is not going well. Swords are not good for this. So, again, Argenta's going to hit Abelard. In fact, he didn't even stand up on his turn. He's still stunned out. Having him there and having Kibble there is very bad for me right now. I could shoot it with one shot for 11 to 17 damage. It's not really a great use of Argenta, if I'm being completely honest. There's nowhere else I could move her to for a better angle either, because of where Kibble is standing. Next turn, yes. Not this turn. I think I'm just going to take a single shot. I think that's all I can do.
I'll do it.
And she misses. Okay. Okay, Abelard is finally back up. And Kibble dodged, which is wonderful. And also Jay dodged. Amazing. Okay, Kibbs, can you jump to here? Huge damage. Wonderful. Okay. Let's pop a pain resonance. Cool. And then we're going to activate where it hurts.
Not fail.
Now, I can blade dance now, or I can cleave. I think I'm going to blade dance and just stab one of them. I'm going to stab this one. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to activate Death Waltz on this guy.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
Death Waltz. This is the first time I've ever used Death Waltz in this campaign.
Blade whispers your name.
This is Death Waltz, everybody. Oh, it was. Do you think that was enough? No, I don't think that was enough.
Demand.
Let's do it all again. Okay, Kibble is still amazing. Okay, we picked up a lot of wounds there. So Abelard's overexerted. Okay, that's fine. So we've actually the only one we have is on Jay, and as long as I heal Jay quickly, it won't turn into a proper
I'm
wound.
still alive.
Okay, cool. Everyone is okay. Kibble is MVP. And we didn't even get to equip the cool new items we picked up, because we actually got two great new items there. We got the recoil gloves, which are really good for her, especially when she gets a bigger gun. And for Yrliet, we got the boots of... oh, actually, no. These are for Kibble. The boots of extra dodge against enemies who have exposed weakness on them. The start of the wearer's turn, they gain plus 20% dodge until the end of the round. Wait, the Adrenaline War Boots are way better. The Adrenaline War Boots are just better. Okay, Jay. This sword, you can't have this sword anymore. You need a different melee weapon. Yrliet, I found this sword that you should be able to use. Why can't you use it? Where is it? There it is. You can use this sword. So please take this sword. Can I catch you live again? Let me guess. Stream's about to end. No, we're still going for a bit, Dark Vidak. Alright, now you need a weapon. Why don't I give you just a decent offhand? Chainsword 7 to 9, 8 to 12. Okay, there's a lot of stuff I just need to like get rid of. That's just useless now. 10 to 16, we'll give her a chain axe. That feels very J to me. The venom blade. 12 to 18 does poison damage. Yeah, we can give her that. Oh wait. Does this actually poison people? Congrats on the Wordle. That's great. Okay. I'm not going to spend too long in here. We'll just give her the chain axe for... The venom blade does more damage. Just send everything that isn't is better to cargo, so it's not just sitting around in my inventory. All these threaded mono knives can go to cargo. This sword can go to cargo. This power sword can go. Oh, I thought you completed it. Sorry, I'm reading too quickly. That sucks if that's what's happened. Apologies. That's a heretical weapon that no one can use. She can't use the Spinner's Blade. Force Sword isn't good enough. I could give her a Thunder Hammer, which would be hilarious as her secondary weapon. She's not going to get a little use out of it, though. That's enough for now. I just want to clean that up. Okay, there was more stuff to loot as well. I just didn't finish looting it all. Okay, that could have gone much worse. It could have gone better. There's some goods back here as well.
Rise to the top, or get left
Hang on,
in the
I need my
dust.
whole party. Where did that go? Oh, that's actually... Is that in another area? It's in another area. Okay, it's not here. So is that all there was here? Just that encounter with those guys? And the warning really was that guy who was mauled on top of the waterfall. And then I need to come all the way back to here, I guess, for the main encounter. Yeah, because that's where I came down before. Okay, I see you have a Xenos party. Is she strong? She is a sniper indeed. She's an Aeldari, or an Eldar. She is turning out to be pretty brutal if she gets the chance to set up properly. And she's also helping us out because there's some weird chaos stuff going on this planet by the looks of it.
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Oh, Abelard, did you really just get wounded doing
consult the appropriate
an
treatise
85?
on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step.
Let's try that again.
Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Lesson learned.
Oh my god, Abelard, stop failing
I'm at your
85% rolls.
You love it.
Whisper and be heard.
Slaneshi or Nurgle, maybe.
Much appreciated.
Okay, hang on a second. I need to re-equip medkits to my party because he just ate 3 medkits. Let's give him some decent grenades as well. A lot of these grenades... Okay, crack grenade's fine. The fire grenade is fine. Let's give him a nasty grenade. These frag grenades are terrible. Well, they're not the worst. But the monofilament grenades, I think, are a little bit nicer for him. Alright, does everyone have...
Some choose well.
Jay.
Others prepare power.
Jay can't use
And me?
medkits.
Well, I'm
Take a
not
gas
that picky.
grenade.
I'll take both.
It did say She Who Thirsts. Yes. Okay, did it?
I align my path
Who
with
is
yours.
She
For
Who
now.
Thirsts? Let's give you another monofilament grenade. You need more stuff as well. Jeez, no one's carrying anything. Okay, you're full, and I'm full. Good. Alright, let's try this for the 4th time. I'm going to save because I fixed everyone's inventories. Can we complete the 85% athletics check?
An expected result.
There we go. We made it down to the bottom of the pile. Now, looking at this encounter, I think setting up here with Yrliet like right here might be very, very powerful. There's not much cover for anybody else though. There's a little bit of cover down here. So I'm wondering if I maybe send Yrliet and Kibala this way and the rest of the party down this way, we should be in pretty good stead. So let's get
The web
Kibala
serves.
and
State your
Yrliet here.
intention.
And then everybody else can head down here. And these two go here.
Your arrogance will be
Okay.
your downfall.
So I want Yrliet in cover here. I want Kibala ready to fight this person here. So Yrliet's in a sniper point. Hopefully she's going to do a lot of damage here. Let's get Argenta in cover here because there's a whole ton of people to shoot. And I'll go and sit next to her so I can buff the crap out of her. Abelard can go and cover here to protect us. And we'll put Jay in cover here. Where, actually, I want to put Jay up here. Where hopefully she goes before this person. When is this person going? Okay, this person is going before Jay. And they are they're a gun shooter. So Jay should be okay. And then if Jay can hold this upper location, that would be really, really nice. I think that's probably a decent enough deployment. Chat can go here. Oh, here. And I think that might catch Jay in its deployment. It might not. Let's see how this goes. Start the battle. Okay, we're going to activate Perfect Spot for the ballistic skill bonus.
If I must.
And then we're going to find out who the most threatening enemy is. Well, first of all, can I kill this guy with a free shot?
If
I
it
can.
serves your cause.
Well, he didn't die from the free shot, but took a lot of damage. Who is the scariest looking enemy here? Heavily armed rebel. Sharpshooter rebel. Rebel. Okay, I think heavily armed rebel is our target. So I'm going to pop a precise attack on him. Actually, he doesn't have any cover. What's my chance to hit him with a Deadeye? 95%. Okay, I'm going to just fire a Deadeye at him. There's nothing else I want to do here, right? No, everything else is good. The sharpshooter. Do you think the sharpshooter rebel is the more dangerous one? Okay. In that case, I am going to have to precise attack
I
him.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
And then I'll shoot him with this for 95% chance to hit.
I understand. Fortune favors
Okay, the
the
camera
swift.
went all over the place there, but we actually did quite a lot of damage to this guy. And that's her turn. Okay, next up it's Abelard. We may as well just get him fighting people.
A tactically sound approach.
So we'll do a cleave here.
I will do my duty.
And then I'm going to just end his turn with a
Indeed.
brace for impact, and endure, and a shield guard in this direction. Okay, these guys are coming up, so Kibble is here to deal with them. They can't quite get to her, which is fine by me.
Time to slaughter someone.
Okay, that was a choice that actually worked quite well. He missed you, shooting at his teammates. Sharpshooter Rebel is up, getting out of his sniper nest.
My exile.
Ouch!
Has not
Holy
ended yet.
crap! That was a ton of damage. That was a really scary amount of damage on Yrliet. So I'm going to move Kibble here, and I'm going to med kit here.
There's life in you yet.
What's this
Use it
debuff she's
wisely.
got?
I must.
Under pressure.
Thank you.
Okay, that's because she's in combat. Now, you stab this guy,
Trust me. Come. The other side awaits.
and then we're going to jump. Unfortunately, I can't get close enough to stab all of these guys from where we are. And she can't move again. I don't really want to waste... she's got a couple of jumps in her, but I don't want to waste all of her jumps right now. I think I kind of just want to block up the causeway, so I'm going to just jump her to here, and I'm going to end her turn here. But at least Yrliet's no longer under pressure.
Here we go.
And the only way up is along this corridor, so Yrliet's... oh, there's a combat servitor down here. Kibble is going to have to hold the way up. Okay, loads of guys piling in on Abelard, which means Argenta's turn is going to be a little bit awkward. It is now my turn, so let's just do the buffing. So we're going to start... If I move chat forward to here... So 2 spaces forward means that the ace will be... I should be able to get Abelard with all of my buffs.
I'll see to it personally.
Yes, okay. Then we're going to... You serve me. Which hits everybody. We're going to you serve me. Okay, sorry, first command, you serve me. I'm not going to... I am going to pop an Air of Authority.
I'll make it happen.
And then I'm going to pop a Bring It Down on Abelard.
I'll see to it personally.
That means that Abelard can cleave these 3.
Victory is part of care of this one.
And then I'm going to get him to... I want him to get out of combat, which he can do because he knocked that guy over. So I'm going to get him to step to here, out of combat. So that when Argenta gets her turn, she can open up on these guys and not worry about hitting Abelard. Jay's up next. Let's get her to switch to her pistols. And now she should be able to shoot both of her pistols. So we're going to open up with a pistol burst on this one first.
Am I getting paid?
That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice.
This
Let's move her to
battlefield
here.
is good for my lungs.
And that's all she can do right now. I'm not going to take a Finest Hour on her. Now it's me again. I'm going to give Yrliet... I can't see Yrliet. I'm going to give Argenta a free turn.
Accept your lot.
And then we're going to pop a Rapid Fire.
The Emperor commands.
We're going
I act.
to pop Fierce
Down to
Recital.
the weak.
And then we're going to Rapid Fire these guys here.
Faith without deeds and strife is a prayer.
Oh, jeez, those crits. Okay, well, they got killed. They were murdered with prejudice. And that's going to be it. We're going to definitely pop Revel and Slaughter after
Emperor
that.
commands, I act.
Okay, and then we're going to end her turn. Now it's back to me. I still have 1 action left. I'm going to shoot the guy on the ground.
Who, if not me?
Oh, damn, I didn't mean... I used the wrong gun. I need to make sure that I use my sniper rifle, not my pistol, to do that. Okay, I've switched for next turn. Let's end my turn. Here comes the heavily armed guy. He's got a melta-gun. He has a melta-gun. Okay, we have a new public enemy number 1, dude with melta-gun. Let's reload the bolt gun.
Do it.
And we're going to pop rapid fire. And we're going to shoot at the guy with the
Faith
melta-gun.
without deeds is worthless.
And we're going to miss with every shot, which is fine.
Out of my way.
Perish for this affront.
The combat servitor has a multi-melta, which is also a problem. But he's very slow.
Hold on.
Diversionist rebel.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Okay, so he's throwing grenades and crap. Let's bring Yrliet down here where she can shoot at him.
Watch my back.
And we'll shoot him with this pistol. 73%
You
for
got a
very low
problem.
damage.
I've got a
I
prize.
didn't mean to reload, but we'll just go for it. Oh, she can't shoot him anymore? No, she can.
Don't get too cocky.
Okay, and then she can shoot him with her other pistol. That melta gun is dangerous, but it can only reach, I think, 8 tiles. The sharpshooter was a bigger threat, but he's absolutely number 2. Cool.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay. And then we're going to give Abelard a free move,
Am I
so
getting
he
paid
doesn't
for this?
end his turn.
Duty go
And I'm going to put him
hand hand.
in close combat with the guy with the melta gun.
I've seen worse battles.
Which
than
means the
this
guy with the
in my
melta gun
time.
is now under pressure and can't do ranged attacks without Abelard getting a free attack on him. Jay has another shot with her pistol, so we're going to take it.
Don't get too cocky.
Okay, this guy is pretty wrecked, and then we're going to end Jay's turn. Now it is round 2 of combat. We've just hit round 2. We need to... This doesn't seem to be triggering in my sights. If possible. Maybe she can't see the guy. She can't see him. That's why she isn't getting the free attack against him. Okay, I need to reposition her so she gets a shot, which is going to expose her to fire from everybody. But if I put her here, she can see the sharpshooter. I really need her to kill the sharpshooter. It's a sniper versus sniper duel.
The designated position.
Alright, I'm going to pop good ground.
If it serves your cause.
And then we're going to take a normal shot on this guy. Only for 48. We'll take the free shot first.
If I missed.
She missed. And then I'm going to take the big shot because she's out of AP after this. Okay. She almost killed him, but he is still alive, which is a problem for us because there's a good chance he's going to kill Yrliet on his turn. Okay, Abs is up. We're in close combat with this guy. I'm going to activate Reckless Strikes because this guy making melee attacks against me I don't think is a
At
problem.
your beck and call.
And I'm going to smash him with my sword.
Target well.
For 72 crit damage. And a shield strike. Wow, okay. Then I'm going to activate Breakthrough, and I'm going to break through him. And that gets me another attack on him from the other side. 15's better than nothing. Can I break through him again? No, I can't break through the same character twice. That's the end of his turn.
Here we go.
Are you going to attack? Oh, you fool. You foolish fool. Don't kill Yrliet.
Abominable filth
Is she down? Okay, Yrliet's down. Damn it. She didn't manage to outsnipe their sniper, which is a big issue. We're going to get you to jump over this guy and land... Can you not jump into this square here? You can.
As honor ordains,
Okay, stab this guy.
I shall not fail.
Then do a dance of
The
death.
shadows will see it done.
Okay, and then trigger their poison. Actually, no, we'll do another jump because I think if you jump to here, you can stab again.
As honor ordains, death is a
Oh, okay, you can just make him explode. Wonderful. So that's everything you can do. So let's get you to come back. I can send chat to bring Yrliet back up. She was very exposed, but I needed her to take care of that sniper. She just didn't do quite enough damage. She left the sniper on 4 hit points. That's how close to killing him she was. And then we're going to try and kill him with bleed damage. Which, oh, I did that in the wrong order. That's okay.
Let's get to it.
scared yet.
Okay, these guys are all swarming towards Abelard, which is fine.
Let's get to it.
This guy just got up. He's going to be an issue, but he's not a huge problem. I don't think. Alright, I'm up. We need to take this guy out. He is an issue. What do I want to do first? I want to get chat up to Yrliet, so let's spend an action to move chat as far as I can. It's going to take them quite a few turns to get there, though.
It's as good as done.
Okay. Then I need to start fighting this guy, but Argenta will probably kill him for me. Let's give Argenta a free move.
On it.
I'll get her to move. So that's going to trigger an attack. If I move her here. Actually, I can just get her to move to here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Okay. Then I'm going to give her a free attack. Excuse me. Now, I could get her to shoot this guy, but there's all of these guys clustered here. But I don't think she has line of sight on them, does she? She's got line of sight on 2 of them, but not this one here. Or I can get her to shoot this guy. I think I want her just to kill this guy. She can burst fire him here. Oh, but she's going to hit me. We'll just shoot him with a standard attack then. Okay, that was a nice crit. And then I will pull out my sword again and try and finish him off with a power sword. I don't have any AP, but at least I've got a melee weapon in my hand, I guess. Didn't quite kill the guy with the melta gun. Okay, 16 damage is really low for what could have happened there. This guy needs to die. I think I'm just going to finish him off with Argenta. It looks like I might not kill him here, but let's see what happens. Okay, he's down. That's good. We could run and gun and shotgun these guys, but I don't really want to expose her, so I think I'm just going to end her turn.
Hold on.
Okay, he killed one of his teammates to take those shots, those back shots on Abelard. Combat servitors getting concerning. I can use grenades, yes. Ouch. Okay, show him why you are the better shooter, please. Only a 14% chance to hit. Oh, 63%
I
chance to
can
hit.
do that. With going somewhere.
Okay, he's out, which is good. We need to reload her guns, so I think I'm just going to spend a turn doing reloads.
Tell me, and it is done.
Is that Naus? What do you mean by Naus? Giannis? Yes, we're on Giannis. In a pretty tough little combat. Okay, I need to kill the multi-gun guy. He needs to die with extreme prejudice. If I go here, though, I might be able to charge after the attack.
My place is at the fore.
So stab this guy.
At your beck and call.
Okay, Meltagun guy is out, and I've got a Finest Hour. I've got a Daring Breach. So I can Daring Breach and kill all of these guys. So I think I'm going to start with a charge on this guy. He parried it. Then I'm going to pop a Brace for Impact. I'm going to pop an Endure. And then I'm going to Daring Breach.
For fun for Lanciers.
So I can just keep stabbing people until they die, which is great.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Okay, then we move to here. Oh, actually, Abelard, kill this guy.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Okay, that's the sniper killed. I unfortunately have no AP left, but that's okay. Not the best Finest Hour, but we took care of a really annoying enemy. What I will do is I will trigger a shield on these guys. Can I not do that? Why can't I shield against these guys?
I'm not interested.
Weird. I don't know why he ended up facing this way, but whatever. Okay, that guy just died. Trying to move past Kibala. I want her to engage the combat servitor, but I don't know if she's going to be able to get there. Run down here.
Your blade and shield.
Then if you jump over this guy, you can land here, which will put you in contact with the servitor. Now, this guy has a lot of armor, but she does have... I think her attacks do rend armor slowly, so I'm going to Blade Dance. Oh dear. Maybe it doesn't get through the armor. Okay, she can't get through the armor, which is a problem. Let's just send her back home.
Shall not fail.
Feels like I've been twiddling my thumbs a bit today, waiting for the officials to not too lunch. Yeah, I get that. It's coming. It's coming.
Here we go.
Oof, 2 damage.
Brace yourself.
Okay, back to me. Let's move me
I
here.
don't need luck. I have strategy.
And I can't give Argenta... I can give Argenta an extra attack this turn. I can't give Abelard an extra attack because I can't see him. Let's give Argenta a free move.
My gut tells
I can't.
me it's a
Okay,
bad
she's
idea.
overextended. Let's give
I'll
Jay a
make it
free
happen.
move. Jay, where can you... Did that not work? Oh, wrong button. This is the free move. It's the free move I want to do.
I'll see to it, personally.
So if I move you here, you have line of sight on the combat servitor. The chances for you to hit are very low,
Fire in my heart.
but you're there. I want to relocate chat up here,
Who, if not me?
because we're going to eventually bring Yrliet back to life. And then I've got a shot. No. Okay, I don't have a shot on anyone. It doesn't look like. So with my last action, I can't hit you with this. I think you've already got this. Yes. There's nothing I can do. I just have to end my turn. Argenta's up next, though. Let's reload her gun. Pop rapid fire.
As the Emperor commands,
And
I
rapid fire
act.
the combat servitor, which is not going to do a lot here, but we're going to start taking away its health. Very low damage. It's got a lot of armor, which I don't know how we're going to break through. I've got some crack grenades. We're probably going to have to crack grenade it.
Let's get to it.
Just a minor setback.
Okay, this combat servitor is starting to really worry me. In fact, he's got a shot on... Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Okay, we need to take that thing on. The cracker... Jay has the cracker nades, unfortunately. And I need to move her around this gas. I'll move her here. She should be okay. And then straight on.
I know what I'm doing.
That's all she can do this turn in terms of a movement. But I can give an extra... Okay, I'm going to... Oh, wait. Argenta won't be able to see it, will she? Because it's up here now. So Argenta can't see it where she is. Ooh, that's really tricky. Okay, we're gonna give Argenta take aim because I want to make sure she hits. Then I'm gonna give Argenta a free move.
Got a problem? I've got
And I want to move her somewhere she can see the combat servitor. So she can't see the combat servitor here. She can see the combat servitor there.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Oh no, that's cool. What do you like, Sormakov? I'm more than happy to chat about stuff while I'm doing this. Okay, then I'm gonna try and give her an extra attack.
Don't get too cocky.
I'm gonna pop. So I've got enough for a burst without the extra, but we can do some damage.
This is why I retreat.
Okay, that was good damage, but he still has tons of health and armor. And then Jay gets more movement because she did some stuff. So I'm gonna put her in cover here. And she's out. She's got 1 AP left as well. The reason the aliens and pirates look good. Okay, cool. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to check that out when I get a chance.
Tell me, and it is done.
She hit. She did. She hit for 5 damage. Okay. I don't know why the camera swung around like that. What is happening? Is he talking? Okay, I don't know what happened there. The game was like, oh, well, we'll just do a little cutscene. I want to move Abelard to here, where he can cleave both of them without triggering an attack opportunity. Okay, they are both dead now. Abelard doesn't have any crack grenades, however. But I can get him close to the servitor for next turn, potentially, if I need him. Or I can just get him to charge this guy. Actually, I can get him in close combat with the servitor, which is probably a really stupid idea, but I can do it.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
3D model of different guns, that's good, because some of the guns really needed their own unique models, that's for sure. I can't step through this guy, no. I didn't actually mean... Okay, I wanted to check if I can step through this guy. I can step through this guy?
It won't be done.
Okay, that's him dead. That's good to know. And then I can step into here. And then but I have no AP left to attack this guy. Okay. Oh, there's an Eldar here. Where the hell did this guy come from? Is that what's going on in the cutscene? These guys were spawning. Oh, crap. Game, what the hell? Okay, she's gonna have to heal herself.
You cannot trick death. It will claim.
There's also nothing she can do to the combat servitor, so there's no point in her staying here. I kind of need her to go after the Eldar. Can I get her to... She hasn't got any AP left to jump. So she's just gonna have to run for it.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Okay, it's up to me. I just lost my cover, and there's some cover here I can take.
Some opportunities.
All right, you are in trouble. Abelard's in close combat with the combat servitor, so I can't shoot at it. Jay's getting beaten up by a space ninja with a chainsword. Exhilarating speed. Creatures and people increased by the combat in current platoon. So what am I going to do? First things first, we need to bring Yrliet back, okay? So I can bring Yrliet back this turn. If I move chat to here,
I'll make it happen.
I can then use Medicae Signal. No. Wait, where's the thing I could use to bring someone back to life? I thought I bought that ability. Oh, if that ally suffers lethal damage, not if... Okay, it can't just randomly heal somebody. Damn it. It's only if they're within 4. Ugh. They have to be in range for that to happen. So that did nothing. Okay. I think I give Jay an extra... I can't. If I command her, she's not in range. Let's just shoot this guy, I guess. Switch to the sniper rifle. Will Deadeye shot him?
On it.
He dodged it. I'll try and shoot him with my special... he missed with that, okay. That was a 0% chance, actually. Okay, Argenta... There's nothing Argenta can do right now about the combat servitor, because Abelard is fighting it. Oh, I could take a single shot on it, but I think I need to deal with these guys who just showed up. So I can... There's no cover for her anywhere. So she's just going to have to stand out in the open and blast away. which is very her faction, to be honest. So let's move her to here. Let's reload her gun.
The Emperor commands.
Let's pop rapid fire, and I'm going to open up on this guy up here. Okay, he just got exploded by bolt gun fire. Only one Xenos left alive, and a combat servitor.
Target well struck.
Don't die.
No, you can't be dead.
Crap. This is getting bad. Now, Jay, can you shoot your pistols in close combat? I feel like you can. Why do I feel gunslinger? When Jai is fighting with weapons in both hands, the attack of the second does not count. No, that's what we're looking for. Never play fair. Jay can use nope. Why do I feel... Okay, I felt like she could use her pistols in close combat without triggering enemy attacks of opportunity, but that's maybe not the case. So I think we're going to have to switch to her dagger and stab us an alien. And we may as well use the more advanced stab. And then we'll give Argenta another turn.
Don't get too cocky.
Okay, he parried that. Let's give Argenta another action. And I'm guessing... Oh, we can do that.
I'll do it.
Okay, we missed with all of those. There's nothing else you can do. Don't die, Jay. I can't believe she dodged that. Okay, Kibala is back. Ugh. I think everybody needs to run away from the combat servitor right now.
Death comes in silence.
It doesn't have a lot of range. We can just kind of kite it when we get a chance. We need to kill this Aeldari Guardian. Let's give Argenta a free move. And we'll move her so that she's firing directly onto this guy. Hopefully without hitting Jay. So I think if I put her here, she can do that. Then I'm going to give her a free attack.
I'll see to it personally.
We'll ping Revelous Slaughter for more ballistic skill. We need to reload her gun, which means I only get a single shot here.
That is for the weak.
Yes. Oh, no shot? Okay, that was her whole turn. I will take a shot on this guy, but very little chance to hit.
Who if not me?
Okay, I did actually manage to hit him. Amazing. Now Argenta's up. Chance, do I have... it's only a 47% chance to hit, 1% chance to hit Jay. What if I move to, like, here?
Guided by faith.
Does that make it any easier? No, it just means it doesn't change the maths at all. I think I just have to do it.
Faith without
Sorry,
deeds
Jay.
is worthless.
Jay's down. Okay, so is the alien. Alright, this has gone very badly. Okay, so now we just have the combat servitor left. And the only person I think who can hurt it is Argenta. Everybody else is down. You have a force grenade, which does 5 damage, and pushes the target 2 cells. So potentially I could use it to push this guy off the edge, but there's not really anything else she can do. And I can't put stuff in her inventory in combat, can I? I can't just randomly give her a crack grenade. No, I didn't think I could. I could trigger a Death Waltz. I don't think that's going to do much against the combat servitor. Let's just keep kiting the combat servitor this way. Do you have a gun? She's got a combat shotgun. A parachute to the extreme. No. Are we still alive? Yes. We're still alive. Therefore, it has not gone badly. Okay. Back to me. The only person I've got who can deal damage to this thing is Argenta. So I'm going to pull back to... There's nowhere I can stand where I've got line of sight on this thing right now, is there? No. Let's just pull back from this thing as far as we can. Let's reload our guns.
It's as good as done.
And basically prepare for what's about to happen. I can't give Argenta a move, can I? I can.
I'll make it happen.
What if I get her up here, where she's got good line of sight on it? She also has a shot on it from here. I'm not going to burst fire. Oh, she hasn't got any AP from here. And I can't give her a free action. I will relocate chat, though. Can I relocate chat? Yeah. Can I relocate chat down to here? No. So I'm just going to relocate chat down to here. Okay. Argenta can't quite get up here yet. But let's take a shot on this thing. 81% chance to do 2 damage. We'll do another Revenant Slaughter, though.
Commands, I act.
I'm getting ready to do a Firearm Mastery on it. But we'll just take a normal shot for right now. Because it's at really long range. Oh, and I can't move her. That was stupid. Well, actually, I'll do a running gun to get her up here.
The enemies of the
That does make her tired, but it's okay. Because if I do the ability, it wipes off the big tired because I'm running. Alright, Kibble, keep running away for me. I really can't afford you to fight this thing. You might as well try shooting it with your shotgun, but you're not going to do any damage to it, and I don't think you can see it from here anyway. No, you can't. Alright, I'm going to move to here. Is there anywhere I have line of sight on this thing? I have line of sight on it from here. Well, first things first, I want to give Argenta a move. Oh, I didn't... Oh, okay, that wasn't quite what I wanted to happen, but it happened.
I will bathe this battlefield.
So Argenta's
in
now
righteous
in a
fury.
good position to fire at it. Do I want to trigger to Fire Mastery now? Probably not. I want to wait till I've got a better shot on it.
I'll see to it personally.
Because if you take a shot on it now, you've only got... You've got an 84% chance of 3 to 9. Yeah, I'm going to fire the hunting rifle as well. Let's fire just a random burst at it. Okay, that was good damage. That was good damage. I'm going to pop Firearm Mastery.
Resides in the will of the
Okay.
righteous.
That gives me lots of single shots against it.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That should have been a crit and should have been hit. I had no idea if it hit.
Doubt is for the weak.
I can't... Because of the camera, I can't tell if I'm doing damage.
I'll do it.
Okay, it was at 92 health. It's now at... Okay, we are doing damage.
Without you, my Emperor.
It's now at 56
As the
health.
Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, this camera. It's now at 49 health.
I will
And I'm out of shots. Okay, let's just
I
reload.
refuse.
End her turn. I have a shot as well. 69% chance
It's
to hit.
not me.
That was a miss, unfortunately. Back to Argenta. Let's drop a burst fire on it.
Doubt is for the weak.
It's still alive, unfortunately. End her turn. Kibble can throw a 4. How much health does it have? It has 5 health. Kibble can kill it with a Force Grenade, potentially. If the Force Grenade does 5 damage, let's see if it survives. Didn't do any damage, but we did knock it over, so that's something. Back to me. Let's give you a free attack.
I'll see to it personally.
And then if you open up with burst fire on it, it's dead.
It's a prayer.
Oh. My god. That was a really hard fight. The fact that we've only walked out of there with 4 wounds. So what we've got, you have a crippled arm, so weapon skill is reduced by 20, that's not good. You still have a head wound. You have a head wound as well. And you have a crippled leg, which means your agility and movement points are reduced. But we can't get back to the ship right now, so we just have to continue. If you use Concentrated Fire, it'll give you a bonus damage reduction to dodge. It's not huge, but it will help. No, Concentrated Fire only works with a burst weapon, and her shotgun wouldn't reach. I made that mistake as well, so recall. You have to use a burst weapon for that to take effect. What level am I? I am level 18 at the moment. My party's level 18. Okay, we've got an Aeldari Chainsword. We've got a Melta, which we'll give to Argenta. There's Aeldari Ranger Armor and a Shrieking Catapult. I'm going to see if this armor is better than what Yrliet has, but don't think it is. You skip the planets between foot. Chat told me to come to Yanis. I came to Yanis. I didn't skip any planets. It's where we ended up when we traveled. Okay, I'm going to give the Melta gun to Argenta. She can't use it. Okay, cool. And the armor, I'm guessing, is the same as what you're... Yeah, it's the same armor she's wearing. Okay. There's more corpses to check. Can Jay wear Aeldari armor? That's a good question. She cannot. But thank you. That's a really good good question. There's more bodies down here. Nothing interesting. What about the sharpshooter? Was the sharpshooter carrying anything interesting? You're under-leveled significantly. I personally don't touch Yanis with a 39 foot until at least level 22. Well, I can't leave now that I'm here. And honestly, Kind of like the challenge, if I'm being completely honest. I've been told by quite a lot of commenters that burst on a bolt gun does not
I
count.
always keep my options open.
I can check really quickly. Can I loot this guy? Yes. Poison grenade. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I need to fix everyone's things. I'm still beginning to understand why you're having so much trouble. I'm not having trouble. I'm doing fine. I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. You're good. Yeah. You're good. You need more stuff. Let's give you a crack grenade so that doesn't happen again. I will give you a heavy med kit. You're good. And you're good. It's area, not burst. Yeah, that's the issue. So, if we check here, this is an area attack. It does say burst fire with ranged weapon. Oh, that's right. Sorry, this needs area. The soldier's next ranged burst attack, that's rapid fire. Where is it? The soldier's next area attack deals plus 100% damage. So it's only if I'm going to... I'm having fun. I'm like, honestly, if that's what I have to get through, that's what I have to get through. I like my fights scrappy. We're not wiping, and so I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to just leave the planet in the middle of the quest. If we get walled, like seriously walled, then fair enough. But like this is kind of how I expected the difficulty to be like on the difficulty level that I'm playing on. So I feel like I'm just being rewarded. Okay, so there is a trap over here that needs Lord Xenos. Who has the highest Lord Xenos in my party? I can't check that here. I need to check this here. Lord Xenos, 35, 30, 15, 35, 65. Yeah, I thought so. It's Jay.
Let's make a deal.
Your life is already short, and yet still you charge toward death, like a flaming comet falling into a star.
Very poetic.
You treasure your long life, but it is hollow. This
Marksman
is why
rifle.
you waver on your many paths, while I walk surely along a single thread.
No, I like the hunting
I
rifle.
can do more in the
Exactly,
moment I
exactly.
have been
Thank you,
given than
Dr.
can
I enjoyed the
achieve
challenge.
in centuries.
My 9 encounter to be underleveled, I suppose. It's not the godforsaken voidship. Yeah, we'll do some leveling after this if we get in trouble here.
Ah, what a shame.
Does that hurt her? Why is Jay not doing this check? Oh, Jay is doing the check. Okay. Yeah, okay. I didn't manage to undo that. So, let's just check our area. There's this area here, which does have a chest at the end of it I want to check out.
Is there money to be made?
I think the important thing is, as long as I'm not frustrated, I'm having fun. And that's just, like, that's an important thing to bear in mind.
This implant was a worthwhile investment.
If I'm having fun, I'm having fun. I would hate the game to be too... The reason I bumped the difficulty up is I was finding the game too difficult. Too easy, sorry. I was just breezing through combat encounters.
Duty prevails.
We should deal with
Oh,
this.
how did she get over that without triggering it?
Never doubt me.
Let's just bring Perception
Watch
Squad
your
up. Yeah, I
steps.
thought so. There's another trap.
I always have a backup
Did you
plan.
fail? Or did I call you away before you finished?
The
All right.
Emperor favors me today.
62%, 62%. Let's take the 62% first.
Damn it.
Okay, that
I
failed.
mean, just bad luck.
Okay, we got the Ergo Boots. Increases the word's agility by 5 and athletics by 10. There's a void ship very close to fulfill that often wipes early game parties entirely, even with good builds on easy difficulty. I have no idea why they put it where they did. I think I might have done that. I think I might have done that in my my first attempt at playing the game. I can't think of anybody who needs those boots at the moment. Maybe Jay?
Trading is just like art. It takes
She
skill
currently
and
has Skirmisher boots. Whenever she does damage, gain... Well, that's actually quite good. Oh, thank you very much for the sub, Alvaro. That's very kind of you. If you're watching the stream, or if you're subbing on YouTube, you're awesome too.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Oh, I need everybody selected, please. Can I just... I want to double... There we go. Double-click select on party. Alright, this is the last area in this jungle, so there's probably going to be a big boss fight down here. There's a very good chance the party will wipe here. So we'll see what it's like. Oh, shh.
What
Abelard.
advice do you seek?
No, everybody, come back.
Keep your wits about you.
I feel nothing.
Cool,
Feel
everybody just got
nothing.
wounded. I'm going to reload that because I Yeah, I'm going to reload that. That wasn't fair. We detected the trap, but even though I called everybody back, they didn't. They just kept running into it. I'm not going to take that one. Call me a safe scummer if you want. I don't generally tend to do anything like that when I play these kind of games, but that felt very unfair.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
There it is. Thank goodness I've got Jay with me to disarm these traps.
One and it's done.
Because the actual Eldar isn't that good at doing it. Okay, I'm looking for more traps. So now we're creeping through the jungle really slowly. Okay, things are looking distinctly bad here. There's a go up athletics check to here where there's some goods. Do I want to risk it? Do I have any more of those injectors that give you plus strength? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to take one of these on Abelard.
Look no further.
And now this is a 55, really? Ugh.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Okay, quickly heal him and try that again.
I am at your service.
We can afford to spend a couple of medkits on this.
Field medicine at its finest.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Okay, we managed to get up here. And he walked straight... Come on, game. He walked straight into a mine when he came up here. That's not fair. Okay, what have we got? We've got a Civitas pattern autogun. I'm not going to save scum those rolls. 5 to 8 damage. This doesn't seem that great. Rate of fire 7. Okay, it's got a high rate of fire. I see. Okay, it's a high rate of fire weapon with overpen. So with rapid fire on Argenta, I think I would get 14 shots with this thing. Each doing 5 to 8 damage. But I think the bolt gun has the armor pen that I really want. There's some plasma grenades. We'll take those. There's also a data slate. Kurt, I know it's been rough for you since the meeting by the ruins. First contact leaves an impression on everyone. But when I recommended you to the commander, I never thought you wouldn't have the stomach to process the truth. Think what you want, but I'm still your friend. I don't want anything to happen to you because of your own stupidity. I saw your bag with a pack of Nutri-Bars that our lads brought from the settlement. And if you thought no one would notice a couple of clips missing from Torben's backpack, you thought wrong. I want to give you a chance. Return the goods. You know every Nutri-Bar counts these days. The stuff that grows in the forest is no longer edible, and we're in need of weapons more than ever. I guess why you need all this. You want to split, abandon our cause, go back home, and pretend nothing happened. But I'm not writing this to appeal to your conscience. I just want to say that you're a marked man now, Kurt. After meeting the higher-ups, cutting and running is the worst thing you can try to do. They are watching those who've seen them. They won't let you leave. Let's talk. Just talk. You and me in private. Let me know when you're in the camp. And then there's a whole ton of glow sticks and corpse touch rations. We'll grab all of this. Is this autogun worth it for Argenta? The thing the bolt gun has going for it is the 50% armor penetration. The autogun, I don't have a lot of armor pen in my squad. I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to use it. Okay, that's everything up here. Let's get down, and then we need to cure this wound.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Yeah, but you hurt yourself, you spoon. Heal thyself. Again.
The healing is much appreciated.
Now we need another medkit. I'm going to actually give you 2 sets of medkits because you're doing this a lot. But let's give you a plasma grenade.
This goes against the tenets.
I have to use that. Okay. Let's give you a plasma grenade. And let's give you... Well, I don't really want to give you... Let's give Jay a plasma grenade. For Soldier RT maybe, but not for Argenta. Yeah, he gets both of it for free. Okay. Let's... Is there anything down here? Yeah, there's something down here. There's a body. In the back of the corpse's head, there's a strange narrow hole that does not look like it came from a conventional pure weapon. Yes, so he's been killed by an Eldar. And if he was standing up here when he died, that's probably the guy we were talking about, and he probably got killed after not talking to his friend.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Would you consider replacing Space Elf Sword with Streaking Rifle for close range combat? The only reason I would... So, the problem there, Daedra, is if she then gets attacked in close combat, she has no way to defend herself. And she's actually pretty good with the rifle at close range anyway. Or are you talking about... Are you talking about Jay, or are you talking about the Eldar?
A minor setback.
Plants covered in pulsating purple spots that read indications of some unknown disease. The touch of she who thirsts disfigured Lithian down to the spoils of corruption. So who is she who thirsts to the Eldar? I don't know that reference. And I'm saving a lot, I don't know why.
I always keep my
It's because I'm getting
options
tired. Oh, here we go. Okay, more of these guys. Any behind us or just in front of us? Okay, just... Okay, you mean how much battle begins. Yrliet's up first. Let's take a free shot. Actually, first of all, there's no cover. There's no cover at all here. She's line of sight on both of them from here, though. So let's move it here. She thoughts is Shalash. Okay. Then we're going to activate Perfect Spot.
Is beneath me.
Then I'm going to do a free Death Whisper on this guy.
I understand your intent.
For 6 damage. Then I'm going to activate Precise Attack. Doesn't do anything against dodge. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to fire a Deadeye shot at this guy.
If it serves your cause.
For 14. And then I'm going to try it yet again for In My Sights.
Your Xenos pet monkey.
That makes sense. They wouldn't do that. Okay, and then I'm going to put Argenta. So Abelard's in a really bad position for me right now. Because of where he's standing, I can't shoot past him very easily. But I'm going to move Argenta to here. Because I'm pretty sure she can hit this one without hitting him. We're going to pop Rapid Fire.
Commands, I act.
We're going to pop Furious Recital for extra momentum. And then we're going to fire at this guy and not hit Abelard.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, that wasn't bad. That was pretty decent amount of damage. And we'll end her turn. Luckily, Abelard's in the best position to tank for us right now, as long as he doesn't get killed or knocked over.
My ears are ringing.
He's taking a lot of damage, though. Okay, Kibbs is up next. We can get Kibbs to run up / jump over them. Wait, but we need to make sure she's not using her shotgun. So run up. /
The shadows will see it.
Then jump over. Then I want you to... We've only got 2 AP left. The problem is I don't have enough AP ever to use Pain Resonance and Blade Dance, annoyingly. But let's pop where it hurts. And then we're going to Blade Dance.
Trust me.
Blade Dance does not do a lot of damage to these things. Alright, and that's her turn. Abelard next. This is an easy turn for him. We're going to Cleave.
I will do like you.
Okay, he's parrying everything. And then I'm just going to Brace for Impact. I'm going to Endure. And I'll set up a shield defense against this one.
Victory is imminent.
Okay, I'm up next. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move chat down here so everybody's in chat's bubble. Okay? And that means everyone is protected if they get killed now, which wasn't a thing we did last time. Then I'm going to give everybody You Serve Me. Sorry, voice of command. Then I'm going to give everybody You Serve Me.
Make it happen.
I'm going to give everybody Air of Authority, which means that everybody gets an additional action point on their turn.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, and now I've got 2 action points left. I'm going to use those 2 action points to give Abelard an extra attack. And he's going to Cleave.
It will be done. Grey hair.
Okay, this guy keeps parrying everything. And he's going to Endure again for more bonus HP. And then his turn. Then Kibble gets to attack, and I'm going to get her to Cleave.
I shall not come.
And that's one of them dead. She can also do a jump, so I'm going to get her to jump to here.
Trust me.
Okay, that failed. That's okay. Then I go back to me. I'm going to shoot this guy. Oh, how did that hit? Okay. I hit Kibble. Yrliet's usually dispassionate face is confronted with a grimace of pain and rage. Your elucidator activates when she begins speaking in her own language. I swear on Cain's riven heart, Muran, you will pay for your treachery. May Morai Heg sunder your fate and cast it away. May the blood of Eldanish flood your throat. Well, who knew the tempest was raging beneath that unruffled surface? Yrliet closes her eyes, sucks in a breath through her teeth, and quickly murmurs something. When she opens her eyes, her face is once again a mask of cool serenity. She looks at you and begins to speak, this time in Low Gothic. Please excuse me, Alentek. I allowed the turmoil in my soul to win over my reason. A slip like that could cost me more than you could even imagine. My very soul. I must be more careful, even in the face of treachery. Who is Muran? What treachery are you talking about? Muran is the one responsible for the rebellions against the rule of Yanis, but allow me to tell you everything from the beginning. We call ourselves the children of Asurian. Eldar is another name of ours. We are the echoes of the great empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet you call Yanis is one such maiden world, the Lelethian. a haven that our ancestors made for their kin. For many millennia, only the shadows of our predecessors lived among the ruins, until you humans came here. We are their heirs, and we are entirely within our rights to call the Maiden World our own. However, our arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. We belonged to Craftworld Kudarak, which fell on the border of this star region. Only the providence of the merciful gods allowed us to escape the fate that befell those whose souls perished amidst the stardust along with our abode. Destroying an Eldar Craftworld is a serious achievement. I'd like to shake the hand of whoever did it. A destroyed craft? Hey, Frost, if we get a chance, we should check this place out. Even if the craft was blasted to bits, anyone who finds a piece of it will make a fortune. An angry Vox crackle interrupts Jay. However, Pascal confines himself to this threatening gesture, obviously not wanting to bicker in front of the Elderman, who has the right to plunder the world of her kin. His green flies are flashes with interest. Pascal carefully clarifies, which border exactly? You don't need to know that, Iron Monkey. I am aware of your looting practices. After the calamity, the Lithanian offered my kin a sanctuary, a place of respite in the ruins of our ancestors, under the canopy of the forest created by the wisdom of our world singers, living alongside your kind, who reap the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. You came to Yanis along with the rest of the Eldar? No, my path brought me to Lithanian later, by another route. If the Eldar displays emotion, Celeste might find them and eat their soul, yes. It was Muran who welcomed me here. He was one of this guy. We're going to fight a Farseer? Oh, we are so humped. I was expecting just another Eldar. I was expecting the enemy here to be an Eldar Ranger. Potentially, what are they called? An Aspect Warrior. Potentially an Aspect Warrior. If we're fighting a Farseer, we are screwed. He was with a handful of Eldar who had escaped death and found the path here, to the destroyed cradle of our kind. They were outraged when they saw how the monkey had ravaged our flourishing garden. How your king get into the uprising? The Asuri do not enter battles they cannot win. However, it is from our power to direct the currents so the elements themselves wash obstacles and enemies from our path. And so it was in this case. Muran, the Farseer from Kudarak, saw a future without the monkey, and we followed his lead. We simply used the monkey's passions against them. Their love of freedom and anarchy, their love of domination and violence. Stoking enmity between the servants and rulers is easier when your targets are governed by emotion rather than reason. So they've basically stoked the population into chaos worship, which is a really stupid thing to do if you want to keep this planet clean. My kin became military advisors of the monkey who rose up against the rule of this world. I had a different mission, to become her handler. Since the rebels would be unable to get to her until both sides were sufficiently weakened, the rule of humans had never seen a child of Assyrian before, and she accepted the lie about a degenerate branch of monkey dwelling far from their own kind. Frost is being actively guided by a Lord of Change. Yes, I am. Why did your own kind attack you? I know not the answer to that question. Many cycles have passed since I departed these forests of my kin. They cannot have forgotten me, can they? Why would a handful of zealots go to war against the whole planet? You can't kill everyone. You struggle to understand the children, and I do not blame you for that. We are too different. Monkey walked blindly into the future. We choose the path, guided by our Farseers. Kudarak was the birthplace of powerful watchers of things to come. Our leaders were selected from among their ranks, and their world was set in stone. Unshakable like the universe itself. Yes, but did you foresee your craft world being destroyed? Moran, our leader here, is one of that group. The children of Yrliet are subject to his will, and he is subject to the will of the visions. Moran saw that Lilith in a vision, suffering and crying out to be cleansed, and we did everything we could to rid the maiden world of the monkey. Our lives, our desire, is all that is dust compared to the light of the path Moran has chosen for us. At least that is what my kin believes. I used to believe it too until recently. Why are you telling me all this? Your arrival has thrown my past into disarray, and lifted the veil on the truth that had been hidden from me here. When I was shadowing the humans' ruler, I failed to see the signs that there was another threat looming over the Lithian beside the monkey's deeds. The threat should be familiar to you, as to other intelligent species in the galaxy. We call it Silent Thresh, she who thirsts, goddess of chaos. Xenos has succeeded. Silent Thresh and she who thirsts are names the Eldar give to the chaos god Slanesh, their ultimate enemy. Slanesh is the god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasure, and is known for his fickle and treacherous nature. Disfigurements. It seems you call these mutations are the surest sign of this threat. By mutilating living forms, this malevolent power subjugates them and bends them to its will. You've seen the deformities in the face of those who are closer to Lithian's bodies than others, the rebels who hide on the canopy of these forests. The monkey are weak in spirit. They are susceptible to propositions of she who thirsts, and in their drive to obtain her poison gifts, they perform perverse rituals in her name. Rituals that require sacrifices, like the monkey who were brought to the palace and never seen again. The signs have been revealed to me, and all indicate the presence of corruption on this world. Tendrils of corruption will be threading through the world spirit, poisoning it even as we speak. But for corruption to take hold on the planet so quickly requires effort. Effort directed by the will of another. I believe that Vistenza Vyatt is in the thrall to the will of Slaanesh. Yes, we knew this. What? Vistenza Vyatt? The governor who's duly served the dynasty of the Imperium for decades? Forsyth, I hope you don't stand for such scurrilous slander aimed at one of your finest servants. As lamentable as it may be, the Imperium's history knows many cases where even the most steadfast followers of the Creed would turn away from his light. Governor Vyatt had to tap into many fancy knowledge to turn Yanis into a prosperous, angry world. Perhaps one of those founts became her undoing. Ah, Xenos, such wonderful creatures, Shireen. Just before we came, Pointy Ears spent her days serving the governor, but the moment the wind changed, she started regaling us with tragic tales about her people's dismal fate and the world's plights. And we humans are to blame for everything naturally. Although there is a grain of sense to her words, I'll give her that. Okay, Dark Vidya Gaming, you're asking is Slaanesh male, female, or something else? Slaanesh isn't a case of male, female, or something else. Slaanesh is male, Slaanesh is female, Slaanesh is many something else's as well, all at the same time. If it's sense to blame, then why have we gone to her past and killed her? Making an accusation against the Southern Imperium now. If you stuffed, I can't believe she's guilty. Maybe she's tainted from consorting with the arch enemy. We have to find out for ourselves. I'm going to pick number 4. Perhaps the signs I've uncovered have failed to convince you. I pray to the gods that other proof will emerge to sway your opinion. Slaanesh is cunning and deceitful. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering false perfection, luring victims into her web and promises of a wicked ideal. The ruler of the monkey perhaps does not even know her soul has been corrupted. If we want to meet the leaders of Uprising, we'd better get moving. And then we're getting I'm now getting a tutorial on overpenetration. I guess that's what happened at the end of that fight. We got an overpen. Okay, I need to check. Yes, we did actually wound Abelard there.
Of the Imperium.
Okay, we have a lot.
Field medicine at its finest.
Okay, let's save the game. Now, it's getting really late for me here, and I should probably stop playing. But I'm really keen to see how humped we are if we have to fight this Farseer. So I am going to push forward and see if the Farseer fight is here.
Fortune smiles on us. An ill omen.
Let's just do these traps. Because we're at the end of the area here. And I'd like to finish this area if I can. But if the fight is very, very difficult, I'm not going to be able to.
Duty prevails.
This massive statue depicts one of the gods of the Aeldari, an ancient Xenos race that once inhabited vast reaches of the galaxy. So that's basically if you don't have... Oh, someone's killed some enemies here. If you don't have her in your party, this is how you know you're coming up against the Eldar. So who killed these guys?
I have learned
a giant
much in my
exile. So it's being mutated as well. Okay, these guys are not hostile to us. So this looks like a chat area, not a fight area. So that's something. Or it could turn into a fight area, I should say. But right now it's a chat. Oh, never mind. Cutscene. Oh, there's the Farseer. He's opening a webway gate. Oh, crap. This is much worse than I thought it could ever possibly be. Okay, it failed. Whew. That thing he was just messing with? Are we straight into a fight here? No. This thing here is a webway gate. If he opens this, he can call in, like, infinite Eldar reinforcements. The tall being in a fine long garment speaks to you. Turns to you, their face hidden behind a blank visor of their helmet. When they begin to speak, even from a distance, you feel the air on the figure grow cold. Monkey, you should not be here. Yrliet strides forward, eyes flashing. Moran, I am calling you to account. You said the great danger threatening Lithium lurked at the hearts of the monkey, in their greed and ignorance, and all the while another enemy was looming over this world, an enemy whose tracks you should have seen in things to come. Slaanesh, she who thirsts, is threatening this world, and you hid it from us. Answer me. Did you or did you not behold our greatest foe in the future?
Test.
Oh, thank you very much for this, the resub. Did it work? Damn, it didn't work. I'm so sorry that it just said test. But I'll read it out. So Hermsmanstyle resubscribed on Twitch with Prime 2 months. Take my Prime. I'll be out to not spoil anything about Rogue Trader. Thanks for the content. Thank you very much for the 2 months resub. That's very, very kind of you. I really, really, really appreciate the Prime sub. That's so kind. Thank you. Moran, I'm calling you to account here, blah, blah, blah. Did you lie to me? After this rolls, the two taller behind Moran start moving. One looks around at their leader, while the other lets out a cry, muffled under his visor. The rebel beside you cringes, as though the Aeldari's speech causes him pain. He strains to say something, but Moran makes an imperious gesture, and the soldier meekly straightens up and salutes, staring at the Xenos with slavish devotion. So it sounds like he's mind-controlling the rebels. The robed figure inclines their head, and they begin to speak. Yrliet the outcast. You left the path that was set for you. You brought unknown monkey to our refuge, and now you speak to me with unseemly anger. Your long warnings from Kudrak have altered your mind and tainted your sight. So I can say nothing. I can be interrupted by him. I can say stop pretending I'm not here. Or I can say fall to your knees before the rogue trader whose world you plunged into anarchy and beg for forgiveness. This is super arrogant, this option. It does feel very in character for our rogue trader to say something like this. Or this. I'm going to go with stop pretending. Bring your entourage to heal you, not the outcast. Their mere presence offends my sensibilities. The least they can do is display obedience we've impressed upon their monkey servants. This Elentak was the first person to discover the coming of Slaanesh, one of those whom the monkey called Chaos Gods. Without her, I would still be deceived by your words, without destiny and the true future. Monkey revealing past is ludicrous. Monkey brings pain and strife, in our time and for all time. How could you trust a monkey after what we've taught you, after hearing the sorrowful song of the dying world? It was not chance that brought Kudarek down. Monkey destroyed our ancient home, stripped us of our defenses, doomed us to wander among the cold stars. The colors of these Xenos are painful to behold, but there is as much pain in their hearts, or could it be fear? Despair? I cannot tell. The hues are too strange, too... If Kudarek was destroyed by humans as you claim, I imagine they gave a perfectly good reason to do so. I'm sorry to hear that your home was destroyed, but I wasn't there and know nothing. This calamity. Watch your tongue, Xenos. I'm doing a favor just by listening to your vile words. I'm going to go for option 1. Even if Kudarek was destroyed by humans as you claim, I imagine you gave them a perfectly good reason to do so. The Eldar chuckles, his voice turning venomous. Or it could be that your uncontrollable hunger to destroy everything in your path reigns over your every thought and deed. You are playing with words and avoiding the question. The Lethean is under threat from our eternal foe, and yet you're more concerned about the presence of the Elentak than your corruption that is flowing through the veins of this world? Did you never consider that your war might simply be hastening Slaanesh's triumph? Perhaps the ruler's servants, in their efforts to protect her, will resort to more and more instruments of corruption. You left Kudarek in our darkest hour to gratify your ego. You came to us on the Lethean, and I accepted you as one of our own. I even gave you real purpose, you're all the outcast, and you dare to insult me, a Farseer? It was a mistake to let you into our circle. You've turned our efforts to survive into dust with your hands. I am a child of Asurian, Moran, not a plaything in the cold hands of fate, which you claim speaks through your mouth. My choice of path is no worse than yours or any other Eldar's, and my path calls me to fight our true enemies, not eradicate the monkey. If it comes to it, I will stand with them, for this Elentak can see what you are blind to. Wow. Wow. That is a serious thing for an Eldar to say to a Farseer. My duty is mentioned by one of my vassals. If Vyatt is being threatened by the arch enemy, I will fight to the end. I'm willing to tell the Eldar to defeat the arch enemy. First, we deal with the rebellion she's been orchestrating. I'm going to pick the first option. Always fight the arch enemy. The words of the creature who is ruled by momentary whims. There's nothing you can do to make me believe the strength of your convictions. If this world is in serious danger, there's no sense in fighting each other. Let's deal with our common enemy. I want to stop the violence of the planet once and for all. Nod at the rebels. What have you done to these people? They believe you are their commanders. I can't pick the heretic option. Dogmatic. I've had enough of talking. If you zealots are to buy your heads before the rogue trader, you'll leave me no choice but to kill you. I want to do the nod at the rebels thing. No, I'm going to pick this. I'm going to go for the. I'm going to try reason, and it's going to fail because this is Warhammer 40,000, and reason never works in Warhammer 40,000. The name of that danger is Monkey, and I'll see to it that Lethean is purged for those dual defining our face. Then again, there is one way to prove to me that Monkey truly do care about the well-being of their captured world. Eliminate the rule of the Monkey sojourning on the Lethean and relinquish the governing of this world to me and my kin. The Lethean herself will stand as surety for our agreement, as will your compatriots who live on it, and the profit you will gain by tilling the maiden world. Myrn tilts his head to the side. Our human helpers will replace the leaders of the Monkey. We will be the one who govern the Lethean from the shadows. So, is what he's saying here, kill the governor, put us in charge, but we'll still let you farm? Or is he saying we're going to kick you off the planet? You know, it is an outcast even by Aeldari standards. Yeah, she's super outcast. Where's my guarantee the planet and its inhabitants will be safe? You have the world of a child of Asurian, who venerates life far more than any of you. What is more, Monkey? I have not the slightest desire to inflict harm on Lethean, the land of the Eldar ancestors. Look, I really don't want to fight a Farseer if I can avoid it. They will rule for you. Ugh. But they're aliens. I don't want aliens ruling my world. But what if they get me more food because they're better at growing food? Moran says nothing for a moment, then adds mockingly, I suppose my demands can be considered a gift for the likes of you. You would not wish for anything better than Eldar stewards to rule the Monkey without bloodshed. Okay. Requires Iconoclast. This is new. I can't convince your kinsman, but I know you're on my side. Will you help me save Lethean from the true enemy? Dogmatic persuasion. I cannot give Yanis to the Aeldari. Humans will only be ruled by humans, but I promise no harm will come to you. Iconoclast, I don't want any more blood, neither yours nor ours. You have my permission to take Yrliet and its inhabitants in your charge. Requires Iconoclast follower. We shall do things another way. I shall grant my protection to this form of alliance between Xenos and representatives of humanity. Together we shall destroy Vistenza and Assoniates, and then humans and Eldar will flourish on Yrliet under my patronage. Dogmatic, I've had enough of talking. If you, Xenos, refuse to bow down before the rogue trader... Oh my god, these choices! I feel like this option here will either be an amazing, powerful result, or will fail. I feel like this is handing too much power over to the aliens. I feel like if you fail this roll, you're going to end up in a fight. It's going to have to be a vote, because this is a big choice. And this is the kind of thing that I want you people to pick. So, option 1 is not at Rebels. What have you done to them? That's just going to be a conversation piece. We're not even going to pick that. So, it's going to be there. It means you can only do it because you have Iconoclast points. Yes, I understand that. Option 2, Iconoclast follower. Address Yrliet. This is the special option that we can pick because we've got enough Iconoclast points. So that's option 2. Then option 3 is the dogmatic option. Option 4 is the other Iconoclast where we join together. Option... there's too many options. This is actually really hard to make a vote. I just have to go with the numbers they actually have, okay? So this is option 1, none of the rebels. Option 2 is the follower option. Option 3 is the one we can't pick, but it's going to be there so you can vote on it. Option 4 is dogmatic. Try to persuade. Option 5 is give the Eldar control. Option 6 is try and form an alliance. Option 7 is just get into a fight, okay? That's the vote. It's !V 1 to 7 to vote. Vote start. I don't know if my thing can handle 7 options. We're going to try. Yeah, it can handle 7 options. Okay. So, I think the most important ones here are 2, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that's 1 vote for option 6. That's another vote for option 6. It's !V6, Dark Videk. 1 option for vote, option 7. Alv just wants us to go dogmatic here. No one's voting for option 2, which is interesting. Anyone else want to get in on the votes? I know we're probably not got that many viewers at this point, but if you want your vote to be heard, this is a really good chance to do it because there's a lot of there's not very many votes in the actual system yet. So your vote really does count quite powerfully here. Thank you for voting, Crustacean P-Beat and Binch Wanis. Thank you so much for coming in and voting. We've got 30 seconds left on the vote. Option 6 is winning by 5 at this point. Alv, you've already voted, so it's counted your earlier vote for option 7. Do you want me to count that as a vote for option 6 as you mistype? It doesn't really matter, because unless you wanted option vote 4, you might have vote for 6. Option 6 has 1 anyway, so we're going to pick this option. We can shall do things another way. I shall grant my protection to this form of alliance between Xenos and representatives of humanity. Together we shall destroy Vistenza and her associates, and then humans and Eldar will flourish on Yrliet under my patronage. Ha, great show, Journey, just fancy that. An alliance of humans and aliens. That's a joke, right? The statement predicting future success is fallacious. Security dogmas are based on extensive statistical data on competition with xeno races, and there have been 0 cases of successful coexistence. Everyone in my party is going to hate this. Lord Captain, are you just bitten off more than you can chew? Who told you this idea would sit well with the locals? This is a gross violation of every sacred covenant of the Imperium. I do not know force which dictates this willfulness, but I promise you, Yrliet will face the most serious consequences. Moran stares at you for several seconds. At last he says, an alliance? That is how you interpreted what I said? Then again, if you would prefer that word, let us call it an alliance. We will protect Lathian, and we will do so without violence. We will work for the interests of our race and our world through trust in Monkey, while we remain in the shadows of the forests. This will be safer for everyone. If the Lathian remains in our charge, I am willing to come to an agreement. We will not lose another kinsman, and will not be able to tend to this world, which has suffered so many years under humanity's yoke. As regards to the ruling Monkey, Moran makes a strange gesture, and the Aeldari behind him take off running into the forest. We will help you. The rebel nods in satisfaction. That's good, that's good. Our commanders should stay in charge. They know what to do. They'll know what's best, what pleases the God Emperor. Yrliet gives you a long, studying look. I'm just taking a sip of water. We actually got an alliance, did I? Well, Entak, before you leave this forest forever, take me with you, to the distant suns. The tale of the children of Sion and Lithian is coming to an end. But somewhere out there, among the cold stars of the cosmos that your kind calls the expanse, there are others, deprived of home, lost, suffering. We can help one another. You will be my wings, and I your wounding spear. And your voice of reason, should you encounter my kin, if that is not enough. I promise you a wondrous reward, Lentak. The treasures of my world, hidden in the vastness of space in exchange for the rescue of my kin. If you remain true to your world, do not go back on our covenant. Traitor to mankind. Oh, I've made some people very unhappy. And your kin from the outside object is sending you throne knows where to look for survivors of your own. I was going to add Zinus to my rank. Welcome. You know what? Welcome with Dairy Wonder to my ranks. You do not lack for boldness. Even your request is worded not as a plea but as a treaty. But I like it. So we have a deal. Well, Antak, I am tired of titles and designations, my own and others. Since your path lies beyond the limits of the Lethean, I will go with you. To search for others of my kind scattered among the stars. Perhaps they will meet me more warmly than this brood. He does sound insufferable, but he is a Farseer. And remember your... Well, you just got so much experience. Remember your promise, Lentak. When we leave the Lethean, it'll be to go to the distant stars. Moran saw them in his visions, and they sang mournful songs about the fate of my people. And I will fight beside you until the Song of the Stars turns into a funeral lament. Okay, we have mega leveled up. One of the only ships that fled Kudarak headed for distant stars. Okay, so we've got some quests to follow up. Save the Aeldari survivors. Aeldari distress. We're just going to do a level up, and I think we're going to end the stream here before we move on to the next section, because I think I'm exhausted. But let's start our level up first. So we've just hit... we just pick overcharge here. The Servo Skull immediately heals to full wounds. The immobilized, prone, and stunned effects removed from it. The Overseer's next 3 abilities cost -1 AP. Until the end of combat, the Overseer's allies also ignore the cover of enemies that are under surveillance. Additionally, enemies with their force surveillance of Servo Skull immune to critical hits. So that's what we're getting for this. Okay, and then everyone's just going to get a free boat. No warrant of trade. Frost is entirely within their rights here. Is not committing any illegal... Yes, I remember I have a warrant of trade. I can talk to aliens. I can make deals with aliens. I can trade with aliens. I can ally with aliens. Only I can do that because I'm a rogue trader. Until the end of combat, the Archmage can take one additional attack each turn, including one additional turn this heroic act was used. The first attack after this... Oh, wow. That's an amazing improvement. And then you are getting the same thing. Steady superiority. And you are getting Carnival of Misery. Oh, so are those are Necrons in that icon. The Executioner makes an attack with a primary weapon. On hit, the target suffers weapon damage, and if it is affected by any damage over time effects, immediately suffers 4 additional instances of damage from those effects. This does not affect the duration of those effects. Do we need to give her the poison dagger that Jay is using so she can just do toxic damage and bleeding damage? I feel like we should maybe do that. Dispatch. The assassin makes an attack with a current weapon against an enemy. The attack cannot miss. Deals plus 50% more damage, and deals additional damage with 25% of the target's missing wounds. The assassin's dodge reduction, armor penetration, and power reduction are doubled for the attack. That's also very cool. And finally, you are getting the same thing I had. Oh, no, you've got a Orchestrated Firestorm. First of all, what an amazing name for an ability. The Master Tactician selects a 3x3 zone in the battlefield. All allies, including the tactician, that have line of sight to any enemies inside the selected zone, make an immediate single attack against a random enemy within the zone that they can target with their weapons. That sounds hilarious. Okay, so that's the level up that everybody just got. I'm going to quickly check for loot. There does not appear to be any loot here, which is interesting. There is a Lord Xenos check for the gate. We may as well just do it very quickly. Yes, done. It's a webway gate, as I thought. What is this guy's buff that he's got on him right now? I can't actually check it out. Okay, and that's going to be where we end the stream for now. An offhand set, maybe? Yeah, so she's currently wielding, just very quickly check. Hang on, I want to check her inventory. So she currently has the Mars pattern sword, which is just a sword, and she's offhanding a serrated mono knife, which does bleeding damage. Now, Jay has... a Venom Blade, which is an exotic sword that does toxin damage, and the Venomous Slash ability that it does, both of these abilities can do toxic damage. So if I give her the Monofilament Knife and the Toxic Blade, she'll do less physical damage, but she'll start stacking up debuffs on the enemies. So I'm wondering if I take the Mars Pattern Sword off her, and I take the Toxic Blade off Jay, and I give you the Toxic Blade. Where did it go? Oh, she can't use Toxic Blade because it's an exotic. Oh, you need to carry weapon proficiency to use that. Okay, never mind. Let's ignore the fact that for somehow Jay has both Elder and Dark Elder weapon proficiency. Okay, in that case, we're going to end the stream here. I need to go to sleep. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in tonight. I've had a lot of fun. This has been a fun stream. I've had some very tough fights. that have actually been really enjoyable for me to try and work my way out of. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you everybody for voting. I really appreciate you getting involved in the voting. I should have some more Xenonauts 2 for you tomorrow. I'm going to try and keep this really rapid cadence up. I have to record it, but we should be good. And I will see you all in the next stream or the next video. For those of you wondering, the next stream is going to be on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, for me. I'll be streaming some more Unicorn Overlord. But for now, have a wonderful day. I hope you have a really nice weekend, and I'll catch you later. Ciao for now. Bye. See ya.